Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Combox Live, where the game lives on, it never dies, it is immortal. I'm Behram Kazi, who you can find at DefMango on Twitter, and with me is my good friend Akshay Kumaraswamy, who you can find at YCricketY on Twitter. And we are here on a live watch-along show to cover Gujarat's clash versus Sunrisers Hyderabad. The winner of this game will go top of the table, and it's been played at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. How are you, Akshay?
I'm great, thank you so much. And I was just looking at the toss, and it's interesting to see, that both sides have gone with no changes. What do you make of the game today? Excited for it or very neutral?
Very neutral, although I love Sunrisers. I haven't done a watch-along where they've played yet, so I'm quite excited to watch them bat, as everyone is, because that's a human experience. I would judge anyone who doesn't watch or doesn't enjoy watching Sunrisers Hyderabad bat, right? Because it's a spectacle. I think they've changed the game. Honestly, their season in 2024 for me is an inflection point when it comes to T20 cricket. So I have a lot of admiration for them. I have a lot of admiration for the way they play cricket. And I think that they look to be a sure shot playoff side. I'm slightly leaning towards them. But Gujarat have done so well in this last little while. They've won 4 on the bounce. They went from 3 wins out of 7 to 7 wins out of 11. So, I mean, I will not at all, underrate them.
100%. I mean, that way, since you spoke so much about SRE, it's in a way GT, or at least this version of GT, is an antithesis to what modern day T20 cricket is, where they don't want to play any of that exciting cricket. They're like, you know what? We'll play old school boring cricket and show you that you don't need boundaries to win games.
Yeah. Well, they've got a solid bowling attack, right? That really helps them. You've got Siraj and KG Rabada, and that's a big bonus. And you add Rashid Khan to that. So it becomes very formidable. I love this kit, by the way. Both kits, the one that you're wearing and the one that Gujarat are wearing today as well. It's a really nice shade of, what is it, purple?
They have this lavender kit that they're wearing that is supposed to be the special jersey. I love that. I really love that shade. I wish that they made that their regular jersey, because I'm sick and tired of these different versions of blue we already have in the league.
Yeah. Also, we've just seen doubles and singles in this first over by Pat Cummins thus far. Gujarat are 5 for no loss and 4 deliveries. And I actually quite like their jerseys. Gujarat Titans are one of those teams which get the jersey right. This one I love that they're playing in, but I also really, really like the one that you're wearing. And of course, you have an unlimited collection of jerseys. It's become an Akshay thing now.
That's true. I mean, what shall I say? I have a thing for jerseys.
Yeah. I mean, I do too. If you want to send some my way, by the way, you are more than welcome to.
For sure. I don't know if I can send them directly, but 100%. Whenever we meet, there's definitely a jersey waiting for you.
There's always Dubai, right? It's your old station. And
Forgot about that,
yeah. Robbie can probably send it to me from Dubai. Yeah. Maybe we can do that.
He can be our mule. Who just...
Yeah. True. Robin Thappa, former Indian cricketer, Akshay and Behram's mule.
Exactly. Nicely put. But do you have a favorite jersey in general when it comes to cricket?
Are we talking franchise? Are we talking international?
Anything across the board.
I love Pakistan's 99 World Cup jersey, man. It was great.
Ooh.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Fair.
I also love the jersey in which Pakistan won the 92 World Cup. It's a classic. I loved all jerseys in both those tournaments, in fact. I feel like they had really good themes and they were just done well. In franchise, we did an entire Crick Picks on this, buddy. You should go check it out. I don't remember what I picked, but there were quite a few. Anyway, that'll be the end of the first over. Good one for Patty Cummins. Concedes just 5 runs. And Gujarat are unsurprisingly off to a bit of a sedate start.
Yeah, that's true. But by the way, for what it's worth, I was actually telling this to Deepak Bhai. When it comes to Gujarat Titans, the way they function in the first half of the tournament and the way they've batted in the second half, it's been poles apart. I'll just share the numbers. In fact, I created a couple of charts as well. If possible, I'll have that also. On the I love
this
numbers.
Keener. Fucking guys creating charts and whatnot. Good on you, Akshay. Anyway, here's a super chat for you. Specifically from Nothing at Nothing. They're asking you, or he's asking you, or she's asking you. I have no idea of the gender. What is your favorite all-time IPL jersey, Akshay?
Oof, that's so difficult, man.
I've got my answer. It's a tie between KKR season 2 and then the RCB jersey where it was a mesh between red and black. The Muthoot Group jersey.
Oh, that's very
Love that
20.
one. In fact, throw in Rajasthan baby pink in this as well. And this Gujarat jersey that they're playing in.
Yeah, Rajasthan.
What a
baby
shot!
pick- Oh, why
What
am
a
I
cover drive that Sai Sudarshan has just pulled out. And I mean, that's a sight for sore eyes. He is a great stroke maker, a wonderful technician to watch. And that's the first
Oh,
boundary of the evening.
lovely, yeah,
Yeah,
lovely.
for
Oof.
Gujarat as well. That 4 takes them to 9 for no loss in 1.1 overs. And yeah, you were saying?
I was saying RR, when it comes to baby pink, I like the fact that they shifted to baby pink. But there was this jersey they played in 2020. That's the season that even Robbie featured for them. It's a pink that gradients into blue. It's a pink blue gradient that looks so beautiful. It's very serene. You
I
should
think
check
we're
that out.
talking about the same jersey, bro. That's kind of baby pink, isn't it?
Yeah, it is baby pink, but there's also a nice shade of blue. It's not blue; it's still pink. Pink is the primary color shade that they've gone for. It nicely
Yeah.
sort of gradients into blue, and that was beautiful. I don't like this all pink jersey that they've gone for. It's just too bright for my liking. I'm not a fan of very bright colors or in your face.
Right.
I still like it to be mellow.
So
KKR
you just
2008
you don't like the Sydney Sixers at all, do you?
9. Oh,
I like that jersey, by the way.
The thing is, I always say I don't like the Sydney Sixers jersey, but then if you look at the other Sydney franchise, the Thunder have a neon green, bright in your face color.
Yeah.
That's also so.
I
don't
love
know what to
neon
make.
green, by the way. Neon green is kind of my jam. Oh, nearly chops on Sai Sudarshan, but he'll pick up a single off the inside edge. Ishir Gupta is saying that's why Behram's favorite team is RCB. That's incorrect. I just not too long ago mentioned that I absolutely love watching Sunrisers bat. So if there's one team in the IPL that in recent years I would always try to tune in to watch, it would be Sunrisers just because they just go bang, right? Like, and I love that.
Oh, Behram likes the orange. I don't know if you.
I
get
do
the-
like the orange, man. I quite like that color. And I feel like this year's jersey for the Sunrisers is a better one than last year. Last year, they looked like the
Oh.
Frosties Tiger.
That
They
was
look like a
bad.
cereal
I
box.
couldn't believe. The thing is, last year's jersey polarized opinions. So there was this group who really loved the jersey, and I couldn't, for the love of God, understand why. Who on earth would like this jersey? Like who?
Yeah, man.
Why?
Oh, is that a drop? Is that the first drop of the evening? Because we're going to see plenty. This is the IPL this year, after all.
Let's see. I'm still seeing Nitish Kumar Reddy running in. All right, he runs in straight. Oh, that's a toughie, man. That's a
Yeah.
toughie.
It's wasn't a straight. Oh well, let me watch the replay first. Why are you on a stream which is behind? Yeah, no, that's a drop.
Like I said,
Rob Barron would call it a drop, so I'm
Oh
calling it a
yeah,
drop.
of course, fair. The first stream for some reason tends to buffer a lot for me, so I end up missing most of
Okay.
the play. So
All right.
this
Well,
at least
I'll
is
try
consistent.
not to ruin it for you, but I cannot promise.
That's all right. In a way, I actually like the fact that I'm 5 seconds behind because I now know exactly what to watch out for. So my eyes
Yeah.
are just there. If someone says, "Oh,
Well-
that's been clipped," I'm only looking at the legs.
And it's been cut away for 4 by Shubman Gill.
Offside
He's
it
off
is.
the mark with a boundary on his 4th delivery. An expensive over already by Nitish Kumar Reddy, who has taken the new ball over here, which is a tad bit surprising. I don't know how frequently he's been doing that in this season. You can probably let me know because I haven't really been following the IPL as I used to back in the day. But solid cut for 4 by Shubman Gill, and that takes Gujarat to 14 for no loss in 1.5 overs. And yeah, Nitish Kumar Reddy dropped Sai on 9 off his own bowling. That happened.
Oh wow, they're really going for it, huh?
Yeah. All right, use of the feet, and it's a bit of a slice. Ooh, survives Shubman Gill. He'll pick up a single, and that'll be end of the over. Gujarat 15 for no loss after 2 overs. Akshay, did you get a haircut? People are asking.
Oh yeah. Thanks for noticing. Of course, I did get a haircut because my girlfriend was like, "What the fuck are you on about? Why are you doing these watchalongs looking so unkempt?" I was like, "Yeah, okay, all right, fine. Let's
See,
get this
everyone tells that to me as well. My entire family is on my case that, Behram, why don't you just get a haircut? And why do you not wear, like, I don't know, collared shirts and everything? And I'm like, I just need to be real. This is who I am. Can't do nothing about it.
I have no idea. By the way, there was a point in time where I had hair till almost my shoulder. So I really
No
grew
way.
them for like 2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
Same.
Oh, My
I've had that
sisters-
twice. Hair till hair.
yeah. So this was when I was living in Dubai, and I used to hang out a lot with my cousins then. And they live in the UK. They were in town that time, and they did not
And
let
he
me
doesn't
enter my
hang
house.
out with his cousins anymore. That is the lesson. It'd be funny if they'd be watching this.
They might be for all they're very close to me. They don't watch cricket, but they watch a lot of whatever I do simply because they want. They like it.
Yeah.
But they did not let me enter
He's-
my house.
Or you are the Akshay Kumar that they care about.
They hate Akshay Kumar. They hate Akshay Kumar, the actor with a vengeance.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer Akshay Kumar Swami to Akshay Kumar as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
So
be
do
real.
I. As narcissistic as that sounds, so do I.
Yeah. Anyway, here's Patty Cummins once again, and that is a wicket. He has struck on your bike, Shubman Gill. It wasn't Patty Cummins, it was Praful Hinge. His name is Hinge, isn't it?
Yeah. Hinge. He's a Maharashtrian. Ooh,
Right.
nicely
But for
taken.
me, he'll
Low
always
catch
be. Yeah, very good low catch. But for me, he'll always be Praful Hinge, the competitor to Bumble and Tinder. And he's struck with the second.
Bumble is
delivery.
also, I'm pretty sure there is a Maharashtrian somewhere out there whose name is Pratik Bumble or something, because all of these Kale, Gokhale, it's a very Maharashtrian surname, so that ends with LE. So yeah, won't be surprised. By the way, someone
Right.
asked me if I'm eating something. There you go. Just right on cue. My dad got me some nice mangoes, so def mango. There you go. Some
Okay.
fresh mango.
Do not eat my cousins. Nah, just joking. Anyway, Gujarat 1 down for 15 in 2.2 overs. Praful Hinge. This doesn't come off the or roll off the tongue, man. He's Praful Hinge. He struck with his second ball. He did strike thrice in the first ever over he bowled in the IPL and got Vaibhav Suryavansh's wicket as well. At that point, young Vaibhav. He was smashing everybody, and then he decided to get out to a dating app, and I quite enjoyed that. But yes, strong
Is
start.
Hinge live even in Pakistan?
I don't know, man. I'm married. Like, how would I know?
You're really playing it safe, huh? Anything
No,
that's
it's not
slightly
about-
outside of you're like, not playing this. I'm just going to let it go through to the keeper.
It's playing it honest, bro. But I do have some friends who are on Bumble. That's the popular one over here.
Exactly. I mean, there's no way you don't know dating apps exist on irrespective of whether you
I mean,
use
look,
them or
I
not.
was on them in Canada. I'll be real about that. But
Fair.
by the time I kind of stopped using them, Hinge wasn't around then. So, I mean, I've never really used it. I can't really say what the experience was like. For me, it was Tinder, Bumble. And we should stop talking about this now. You don't want to get too much out of me. You've got a girlfriend, all right? Who, by the way, I know you guys went to watch Devil Wears Prada 2. So how'd that go for you?
We didn't end up watching. We ended up doing a bunch of other things that we had to get done with. I've told the rest, so I'm getting married soon. So it's been a lot of
I don't know why I did. Ooh, I know that already. But congratulations to
Yeah,
Akshay.
you do. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So we've been busy just getting through with all the shopping and planning and all of that. And oh boy, is it a pain in the ass.
Well, man, I've been there, and I can tell you that it is one of the most stressful things you'll ever go through, because as a guy, and I don't want to stereotype guys, but at least I didn't give too much of a fuck. Right? Like, okay, let's get it over with was my attitude towards my wedding. And everyone else really wanted to celebrate and have like 10,000 events. I was more along the lines of, okay, let's just go one and done. But yeah, look, buy yourself a nice tux, get it tailored, is what I'll say. Unless you guys don't have that event, because we do have a walima in which we can wear a tux.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
So we have a reception. So our receptions are a version of Walima. So
Okay.
the thing is, so thankfully both me and my partner, we're not very big on those big fat Indian weddings. So we've made it very clear that we wanted to keep it as low key as possible. Just have the next of kin, our best friends, our close ones, and just keep it to that. It's been like more than anything, it's been hard just convincing our parents and getting them on. But they're like, you know what, you guys already chose each other. You didn't even let us pick your partner of our choice, and now you already even plan your wedding. You're not even giving us that joy. Like,
Damn.
I'm sorry, I'm going to be.
So
I'm going to be that selfish.
I picked a partner of my choice, but that wasn't as big a deal, at least for me and my family. But I couldn't do the latter. They had complete control over what events will happen and how they will happen. And I thought to myself that I'm the baby of the family, because my brother is nearing 50. My sister is in her mid 40s. I'm 32. So my parents really were looking forward to my wedding. And I was like, you know what? I won't be a pain in the ass. Go let them do what they want to do. It's their money after all. I mean, they get to choose how to spend it.
So that's
Oh!
the loophole. What's happening?
Nelly gets Butler over there. Praful Hinge. And he's lucky, Joss, that didn't tickle the outside edge. Good over by the right arm quick, and Gujarat are 17 for 1 now after 3 overs.
Hold. Lovely.
Also,
ball, lovely over.
everyone, really good over. Everyone in the comment section who's asking me questions regarding Pakistan versus Bangladesh, I just recorded like an hour and 20-minute long podcast with Saad. I raced back
Lovely.
home to get to this live show. So I've talked already like everything that I had to say about it. And you should just go watch that show if you want to know my opinion. There's not enough time, man. We've got a game going on, and Akshay and I are too busy talking about his wedding. So there are more important things in life.
That's definitely true. But I was talking about this loophole. So what I've done, I really hope there's a very decent chance my parents are watching this. So I don't know how much of it should I actually say out there in the open because they might see this. But hey, ma, I'm sorry about this, but there's no point in keeping this a secret since you already are going through it. So what I did was I knew if I let them pay for the wedding, then there's no way I'll be getting any control because, like you said, it's their money. I can't do anything about it. Yeah. So we played the "we will pay for it" card, where we're like, you know what? We are going to do it with whatever little savings we have. They initially laughed it off. They're like, "Do you even know how much weddings cost?"
Oh boy,
like, I get it. I go, yeah, they cost the bomb because I was telling this to my friends. Phool lene hote. We need to buy flowers. Regular flowers, they talk in 1,000, 1,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. Shadi jod do, you just add wedding to it, wedding flowers, lakh. Nothing below. 2 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh. I'm like, what happened to thousands? Where are the numbers?
You have no idea how expensive this shit is now. And your tux, if you choose to get one made, will not nearly cost as much as your girlfriend's dress. That will kill the bank balance, right? That's how expensive this shit is now. Anyway, a square drive by Joss Butler, won't run away for 4. It's just, you know what? Like, I don't like this about Desi culture, how we go all in on weddings and stuff. And I mean, for me, I'd rather educate a child, spend that money elsewhere. But then again, it's not my money to spend, so I don't have much of a say there. I did try to, kind of lobby my way to a 2-event wedding, but that didn't work. We had like 10. There was a fucking New Year's party, which was solid. That was the best function. Everyone got hammered. But loved that one. Can't complain on that front.
Fair.
All right. A leave by Joss. So he's giving a lot of respect to Patty Cummins. And I've got a super chat over here from Samit Khan, who's asking me, what is the culture around mangoes in Pakistan? Pretty much the same as the culture in mangoes or around mangoes in India. It's the king of all fruits. We have them in bulk come summer. And my favorite mango is probably the Sindhri. I don't know if you have that in India, but it's great.
Oh,
lovely mango.
Not that I've heard of.
Yeah, you guys have the Alfonso mango, if I'm not wrong, which is very famous.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have that over here and just call it something different, but mangoes are huge over here, man.
Yeah. But do you guys make like mango-based dishes?
Another one. Another play and a miss for Joss. Just escapes the outside edge. He's looking quite uncomfortable out there, the wicketkeeper batter. And Gujarat 20 for 1 and 3.4 overs. Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, like, do you guys do mango-based dishes too during the season? Like, raspuri is a very popular dish during the mango season every year. So it's basically amras with puri. Your regular puris and amras, and it's supposed to be a killer combination. Even I've had that once. Nikhil, right, on Twitter?
Yes.
Crazy Nicks.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. So I happened to be in Mumbai last year during the mango season. So he'd invited me over. Again, good friend. He had me taste some delicious, freshly made raspuri along with other Gujarati food and everything. And that was the bomb. It was too good. Really good.
So we don't do savory mango stuff unless it's achar. Of course, in pickles, there are mangoes. But my sister makes this killer dessert with mango cream and candy biscuit. So it's like a mango cheesecake sort of thing with a base of candy biscuit. And boy, oh boy, it is otherworldly. God bless my sister.
I've been off sweets. So fruits are all the sweets that I've been having for the last 4 months. And you're doing all of these things.
Dude, you weigh like 10 pounds. Go and knock yourself out. It's guys like me who have to eat sauteed vegetables with lean meat to survive. I've actually lost some weight after HYD and this diet already. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's a little less daddy fat.
Oh, man. But no, it's not easy staying fit. That's the problem.
Yeah, man. I mean,
that reminds me, I'm playing a game of cricket. I'm doing some nets tomorrow with Ashwin and Pratap. You must have done stuff with them too.
I actually surprisingly haven't done anything with them yet, although they have spoken to
Oh.
me quite a few times that they would like me to feature on Cricket with JB. But I'm glad that you were connecting. I mean, look, I don't know if everyone knows the backstory over here, but basically, I was not working for Combox for a while, busy with my child and everything, and we needed a backup. And Akshay was the first person that came to my mind, and now he's working with us. So I am so happy that you've been able to make the most of this opportunity and you're networking even further. And I think you make a solid combo with the Cricket with JB boys. Like your energy is very similar. You were a bit more desi than those boys. You've got that, touch.
Kinda
And
ironic.
that's a flick for four by Joss
Lovely
Butler.
job.
Finally, a boundary for
Misfield,
Joss the
yaar.
boss. Oh, वो तो होती हैं. I mean, you cannot escape the
कौन था
dropped
mid-wicket
catches and the
के लिए?
misfields.
Who on earth was there feeling at mid-wicket? Like, that was a straight... come on, man. Reddy, by the way, in for the second over surprise. I thought Cummins might come in here. Interesting that they've stuck to Reddy.
Yeah, I mean, look, NKR for me is an improved bowler. I'm not sure I'd bowl him in the power play. That's
He's done not too badly. I'll give that to him. He's done not too badly so far. He might not be a designated power play bowler or something, but he hasn't done too badly. Saqib Hussain, bhai, matlab yaar, great. Oh, good ball, but yaar, ये तो आप छोड़ नहीं सकते. सीधा.
Yeah,
It was there to be fielded.
I will remind you, this is the English stream, and there are a lot of people who might not understand you. So we'll have to stick to the English, unfortunately. It's fine
Yeah,
if
of
you
course.
throw the odd sentence here and there, but let's not make it a regular. We'll do a Hindi stream one day, Akshay. Don't worry about it.
For sure. Meanwhile, we have a super chat to the jersey bit by
do we?
laughing at nothing. Yeah. Late follow-up question to the last. Worst IPL jersey. Ooh, interesting. LSG, all of their jerseys have been horrendous, one after the other, including the one they're wearing this season.
I don't know what Butler was trying on this ball. Maybe he preempted a ramp and it didn't quite work out, but he's run a leg by. Not too easy on the eye. Gujarat are just crawling along. 26 for 1 and 4.3 overs.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting, messages and stuff.
Yeah. Meanwhile, speaking of worst jerseys, I can think of LSG. In general, any jersey that has the sort of chest, whatever sponsor in a different font in a different color, that's a pet peeve of mine. I hate it when it's like a poster stuck onto your chest. It should be I like it when the sponsors are integrated into the jersey. Either you change the color of the font or whatever. It should look seamless. It shouldn't be that whatever the logo is, you just put it as is with a white background, because that looks extremely obnoxious. I hate that. I genuinely hate that.
It's a fantastic question by Laughing at Nothing. Worst IPL jersey. There've been a few horrendous ones, right? Like, I mean, you know what? Every time I see blue and red meshed together, I'm like, really? There's no originality in this. Every team does it. So all those jerseys. I do not like a single jersey in which they've mixed blue and red. Let's just put it that way. Even Karachi Kings from back in the day did not enjoy it.
I do like the Multan Sultan jersey. Everyone.
It's not blue and red. It's not blue and red.
No. I'm just saying green and blue.
Yeah.
Green and blue, but I do like
I think the PSL jerseys, they more often than not get it right.
Yeah.
They have quite some, they've got an array of colors over there. But still, I would say that some of the best jerseys that I've seen have come in the MLC.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's a fun league for jerseys. Yeah.
When
I love
comes to
black and
international
gold, by
cricket,
the way.
always-
Black and
Who
gold
has
is a great
black and
combo.
gold?
KKR,
Apart from
Peshawar
KKR.
Zalmi, Hyderabad Kingsman this
yeah.
season. Yeah,
Yeah,
those are solid. Both the Hyderabad jerseys this season from the PSL. Even the Scarlet one was nice.
Oh, I
That
haven't
shows the
seen
colour
that.
very
I know the
specifically.
black one. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
you should
that.
check it out. It's a really nice shade of brown. Anyway, last
Okay.
ball of Nitish Kumar Reddy's over, which is a good one after that boundary. And Nelly gets a wicket as well. He's done all right over here, NKR. None for 14 and 2 power play overs. Gujarat 26 for 1 and 5 overs, which is like, have they already lost this game considering how Sunrisers play?
I would still say the surface here in Ahmedabad, it's not so easy. So that's one reason why they also will be keen on just not losing too many wickets. If you remember the RCB GT game that happened here, that RCB lost, Gujarat themselves sort of struggled a bit while chasing 155. So they will be hoping to just get to 160, 170 and then try and defend that total. They definitely have the bowling attack to try and defend something like that. So yeah. Meanwhile, let me share.
Yeah, I mean,
those
look,
charts.
they do have a very, very sorted bowling attack, Gujarat, and that's probably why they've had success, because after that top three, it's just like they go bust when it comes to their batting. But I will say this, that even with that bowling attack, they'll need somewhat of a score. Like they'll have to at least push towards 200.
200, I don't know if they get to, because the surface here in general hasn't been that easy in Ahmedabad. Producer Saab, let me try and share.
Okay.
the
Well,
jersey
Praful
directly.
is interested. They might review this. I don't think there was any bat on that. And they,
it's
at this rate. Okay. Patty Cummins has reviewed it. So let's see.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Producer Saab, I've shared a couple of graphics. If possible, you can display them whenever you can. I was talking about Gujarat and how good they've been in the power play in the last 3-4 games, and yeah, cut to them being 26 for 1 in 5 overs. So I don't know how relevant it is, but yeah, fair enough.
Somewhere in London, Varun Alvaconda is dying watching this batting. He probably cannot stomach 26 for 1 in 5 overs.
I mean, he
Yeah,
must have
see
seen
that.
Delhi
Oh,
and
there might be some bat on that.
oh,
I might have
yeah,
missed
it looks
this.
like a deflection almost.
If it is a deflection, then Praful Hing has really ruffled Gujarat's feathers. Yes, there's a feather edge, and Joss Butler will have to make that long walk back to the pavilion for, my God, an 11 ball 7. That is poor. Poor with a capital P. My God. So Gujarat 26 for 2 now in 5.1 overs.
Jeez. Big blow. That's two of Gujarat's top 3 already dismissed in the power play. Wow. Excellent
I
effort.
mean,
And Praful India, I must say, happy to wipe the egg off my face, because I genuinely thought they were better off playing someone like a Harshal Patel instead of him, because I didn't think too much of him, but he's bowled brilliantly so far today in the power play.
Yeah, I mean, this has been top class stuff, and he's 2 for 2 in 1.1 overs. And now Sai Sudarshan, who does like to take a bit of time, right? Like, he's not like an explosive guy. Like I said, he's more of a technician. I love his stroke making, and we did a piece on Sai back in the day, man. I don't know if you know about it, but how he regularly gets to like 40 and then never goes out cheaply, never goes big. Sometimes, obviously, he does sometimes go big, but I can't remember the exact specifics of the piece. You guys should go check it out in the archives. Explain these graphs to us then, Akshay.
Yeah, I hope I've not complicated it too much. So simply put, wherever you see a red line, that means a team has done poorly in the second half compared to the first half. So wherever you see a green line, it means they've done better compared to the first half. So that means the team has improved over the course of the tournament. So if you look at Gujarat Titans, how their batting has improved, there's been a clear progression from 9.2 runs per over in the first half to what they're scoring at nearly 10 runs per over in the last 4-5 games. And this includes the power play as well. They were the second slowest side in the first half of the season in the power play, and they've been the second quickest side right now. They've been scoring at 11 runs per over. They've been averaging 60 plus in the power play, and we've been mocking them about how they've not been too quick to start off with. Another fun fact is that Gujarat Titans have a better power play record this season than RCB. So, yeah.
That is a really
contrary
good
to popular
stat.
opinion. Exactly.
Well,
So
I mean,
Gujarat
popular
Titans-
opinion is back because Shubman Gill went out cheaply. Then Butler was having a nightmare on the pitch. And ultimately, you know what he does when he's stuck. He'll go for his ramps and scoops. And that's what got the better of him in the end. So, in a bit of a pickle, Gujarat. And as I say that, Sindhu has hit his square drive for 4. Delectable shot. Really, really good
I
on
want to
the
see
eye.
how Sindhu goes here, man. He's been a part of the CSK side for like 2. He was there with them for 2 seasons. Did not get a single game. He was with Gujarat last year too. Did not get a game. So I don't want to see. I've been wanting to see more of him.
On one end of the spectrum, we've got our mate Sindhu over here, and then we've got Darren Ganga. Don't know if people would have gotten that joke, but from now on, I will refer to Sindhu as Mr. Indus. Because he's a superhero. Anyway. Is this...
Coming back from history to current affairs. So that was the graph for batting. This is the graph for bowling. I don't know if you guys noticed. Yeah, in the batting graph, the biggest drop off had been for Punjab Kings. A big reason why they've not won a single game in their last 4 encounters is the fact that their batting has failed to score significantly above par totals. That's essentially how they won their first 6 games. Like they were scoring 50, 40 runs above par, and the bowlers were just slipping through the cracks because it didn't matter. Once they started scoring just about par or 10 runs or 20 runs above par, they realize they don't have the bowling to even defend something like that. That's how poor they've been. And the bowling has only regressed. Like if you just see how the bowling has been, they've been in that top right quadrant, which is the worst quadrant in both halves. Almost none of the other teams have had that case where they've been consistently poor throughout both halves of the season. So once again, just a sign of how poor they've been. And KKR's bowling, a big reason behind their turnaround. Just look at their numbers, man. They've been conceding at 7.8 runs per over in the last 5 games or 4 games, whatever they've played in the second half. Thanks to Sunil Narayan and Chakravarti.
All right, then Sindhu, use of the feet, and he slaps Praful Hinge up over the covers for a 4. A positive end to the power play, but it was a shitty power play, man. Not even run a ball. Gujarat have managed 34 for 2. None for 14 and 2 power play overs for NKR. Then we've got none for 8 and 2 power play overs for our man Patty Cummins. But the best of the lot was Praful Hinge. 2 for 10 and 2 power play overs. Fantastic. And this is also great work, Akshay. I'm glad that we have a nerd like you on board so that we can educate the viewers even further.
Thank you.
Yeah,
A backhanded
nerd is not
compliment
being
something
used
I
in a
always cherish.
yeah. It's not being used in a negative connotation over here. We're all nerds. Different
Sure,
kinds
I'll
of
take
nerds.
your word
Some
for
of
it.
some of us love mainstream Bollywood movies. Some of us don't. But you know,
Yeah, some of us
Some of
like
us-
victory and some of us, yeah, exactly.
yeah, some of us like Telugu stuff, like Varun.
Have you seen any Telugu cinema?
No. But I will watch a movie with Varun someday so that he can translate for me. And I love the super chat by Gyan Dead. That man definitely has a sense of humor. He says GT's tail is already here. Cannot argue with that. Although I'm liking the look of our man Mr. Indus thus far. Really should be a superhero. Why haven't we had one?
Indus man.
Yeah. Or Mr. Indus has a better ring to it.
Mr. Indus is nice, actually. Yeah. Captain Indus? No? Doesn't have a ring to it.
Yeah, I know. But good one, Gyan Dead. Keep them super chats coming, my man. Keep the sense of humor coming as well. Okay. So I did end up watching Michael, as we were talking about in our last watch along, and I did not shed a tear. It was an emotional movie. I liked it, but there'll always be that question, and we'll never know the answer, right?
But do you believe in it?
I believe both things. I feel like either of them could be true. He could be framed. He could be a pedophile.
I've just, this is a very cynical take on the world, but I've just come to believe anyone who's rich, anyone who's powerful enough, they've done shit, man. They've done shit. Like power corrupts. It's almost like a principle, like in my head. If you have power, there's no way on earth there's a selfless, good, rich, powerful person across genders, across countries. It has nothing to do with anything. That's just human.
There's got to be at least one, man. I'll think of one.
Yeah, this is.
But you're right.
If you've
Power
seen
does
Friends,
corrupt.
this is like Joey telling Phoebe, "There's no selfless good deed. Everything is selfish." So Behram can spend the rest of the watch along trying to think of a truly selfless person. I mean, one can say Mahatma Gandhi or one can say Mother Teresa or something like that.
What about... hold that thought. And Sindhu, Mr. Indus, has pulled that one for 6. And it's a mighty pull.
Oh, God.
Finally, some show of aggression. But to be fair to Mr. Indus, he's done pretty well. Ratan Tata is a good shout by Prateek. And now you're gonna pull out dirt on Ratan Tata? Don't do it. Don't do it, Akshay.
That's what I'm not going to.
You don't want to get sued by one of the biggest conglomerates in India. Don't do that to yourself, buddy.
Yeah. I'm not.
Anyway, there was a super chat which has been. Hold on. That's a 6 stopped on the boundary rope.
No. I think he saved it. I think.
Yeah.
Praful
Definitely not a drop. That's some fantastic work in the deep. It was a sure shot 6 and it's done really well there. Was that Hinge?
Yeah, it was Hinge.
Nice one.
Well saved. Well saved.
All right, so he's having a good fielding game. He's having a good bowling game. He is everywhere. You cannot escape him.
See, you mentioning Ratan Tata, I can still understand. Someone's mentioned Elon Musk to be a
Oh my God,
selfless good person.
that's pretty fucked up.
We have we have someone who spent some time in Canada. Like, I'm pretty sure I mean, not that it matters, but I mean, I can't mention Elon Musk. No offense to the guy. No offense to the guy.
Yeah. All right, guys, we can move on from this. I know you're having a ball in the comments, but I really don't want to get sued tonight. So
Yeah,
we'll just stick
that's
with
it.
Akshay's comment that power corrupts and we'll nip it in the bud
Yeah,
right
yeah.
over there. Okay?
And Rohit, to be clear, I'm not going to take names, but I didn't say they are saints. I said you can bring up those names, but I've heard of stories even about them, and I'm not talking about personal stories, just things that they've done. And again, I don't blame them. I'm pretty sure even average people like you and me, when if we ever were in a state of true power where we actually could get things done, it will corrupt us. It is only human. I'm sorry. I don't
Another
wanna get too
shot.
philosophical.
Bludgeoned over the covers for 4 by our man, Mr. Indus. He is now 20 off 9, and this over has cost quite a few runs. NKR's figures have been ruined, and Gujarat are now 47 for 2 after 7 overs. So 13 runs off that Nitish Kumar Reddy over. And I mean, it would have been more had Praful Hinge not stopped
Yeah.
that 6.
Oof.
Abbas is saying
What
Jay
a-
Shah selfless.
Sure, yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I didn't cry. Because it didn't have the father-daughter moment, right? That's what I told you. That's what
Correct.
gets
Yeah.
me.
She made it
Yeah.
clear that she doesn't want to be a part of the movie, right? Something like
All
that.
right, yeah. So a few people. Janet Jackson, Paris Jackson. They were 10 kids in total and we only saw like 6
Yeah.
in the movie. So I'm guessing the rest. And I mean, I've been doing some research on it. Perhaps one of the main reasons was because they... All right, actually, no. On second thought, I don't want to give spoilers. So I'll not say anything further. But the mother. Could be one of the reasons. Yeah. Anyway, so this is a super chat by Laughing at Nothing once again. Thank you, buddy, for all these super chats. Says Hinge slipped. There seems to be due already. Could be, but here's a cut for 4 by Sai Sudarshan.
Yeah.
Very, very good. I mean, look, whenever he's out there batting, one thing that you'll always get is aesthetics. That is synonymous with Sai Sudarshan. And Akshay is frozen. Do I still have you with me?
Wait, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Okay. You are pixelated, but I think you're fine now. And I can't hear you, so as long as I can hear you, I think we're good. So yeah, maybe there is some dew around, man.
Not surprised. Ahmedabad, you usually do see a bit of dew at the Narendra Modi Stadium. So yeah, but this is fairly early for that even. So yeah.
Yep. Also, they're just sticking, or actually, no, this is Ishan Malinga for the first time. He's done well in this IPL. And even though he's conceded a boundary first ball, you can expect wickets with him. So I hope that, he's able to continue his good run. I'm going to be unapologetically Team Sunrisers today because I just want them to entertain me in the second innings. I want them to go bang. And
But for that, Gujarat Titans need to post some semblance of a decent score so that they have something to chase.
Even if they post 130, I want Sunrisers to chase it down in 8 overs. It's a reasonable ask.
Very
the team,
reasonable.
after all, Sunrisers have the record for most power play runs ever in any T20, right? It's 120 odd. I can't remember the exact figure.
128.
Okay. Thank you, Prateek. I like you too. I am a solid shout. I don't know if I'd be part of the A team or not, but I'd be part of some team. My superpower would be my wit. I'd be the guy who would kill you with puns. That's what I would do. Sometimes people don't even understand. Like, I've noticed one thing. Twitter doesn't get sarcasm, man. They'll take things literally, and then they'll attack you. But, I couldn't give a crap anymore, but whatever. All right. Donald J. Trump with a super chat, the President of the United States of America. Thank you, DJT, for the money. Although you're a rich person, surely you could have donated more. 200% tariffs for not taking my name amongst saints. All right. You know what? I'll excuse it. It was funny. You're a funny man, DJT. Please don't put any tariffs on our show. Because it's a beautiful show. It really is.
Oh, not bad. Not bad.
Everything for Trump is a beautiful thing. All right.
Including a strike.
I'm going to go back to stream 1 actually because I feel like this is a bit delayed.
Ooh, that's a single. Okay. Stream 1, is it going on smoothly for you? Is it showing the game smoothly?
I only switch away from stream 1 when there's the mosque bit, right? Because you lose a bit of play during that.
Yeah.
But I've gone back to it, and they're showing us catches of the season and whatnot. Heinrich Klaassen on the screen. Gujarat are 55 for 2 in 7.5 overs. And they have definitely picked up the pace after what was a shit show of a batting power play. 34 for 2 in the batting power play. And if there is dew already, then good luck bowling in the second innings, right? Like, probably game over.
Yeah. 100%. But like I said, you're excited for SRH's batting. I think Gujarat's bowling like, ooh, nicely bowled there. Slow
Gujarat
one.
is bowling like, ooh. 56 for 2 Gujarat in 8 overs. Shout out to Babar Azam and Mitchell Stark.
Wow.
Are you one of those people who obsesses over shirt numbers?
Nah, couldn't care less.
I'm not one of those people either, but I know some people, right? You give them the most random cricketer and they would know what their shirt number is. And I respect that. There are two things that I don't have any compartments in my brain for. Any details around auctions in T20 leagues or drafts, right? Because I couldn't be bothered remembering that crap. Some of the things you remember, like Shreyas going for a lot of money, or Venki going for a lot of money, or Cam Green going for a lot of money. But I just cannot remember who the bidders were, for instance, right? Like who went hard for this player. Just don't have any compartments in my brain for that. And then shirt numbers, barring some, because some are iconic, right? You just know.
Yeah.
I like Angelo Matthews 69. Who doesn't know about that, for instance?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, but I have limited compartments in my brain for shirt numbers, I suppose.
Yeah, jersey numbers definitely not something that I bother about, but auctions, I love my auctions. Like I'm one of those auction geeks. I've maintained trackers where I track everything. I love just knowing what teams are going for, what their plans are. It's a very I feel auctions are where you sort of actually understand what teams are trying to do more than even what they're doing on the field, because on the field it's so chaotic that you don't even know what are they trying to do here.
So don't get me wrong. I will look at what squad has been picked and I will, I'll enjoy that. I'll try to make sense of what a team is trying to do. And during an auction, it's not like I won't be there. I will be following it. I just can't remember. Like, that other team went hard for this player as well. No, I don't remember that.
Fair. I get that. I mean, yeah.
Guys, let's move away from the politics in the comment section. We're having a very boring game over here of cricket that you can talk about. 56 for 2 in 8 overs, strategic timeout. So do you like your auctions more than you like your mangoes?
Ooh. Talk about apples and oranges.
Yeah, or apples and mangoes.
I was trying to come up with something, but okay. I don't know, man. I'll probably still say auctions. I really love auctions.
Like, okay. Yeah. I'll do you one better. Would you rather have auctions in your life or mainstream Bollywood movies?
Oh my goodness. The thing is, I enjoy auctions because I mainly follow the IPL auction, and that happens like once a year. So I think it would really get to me if I start watching like 10 or 12 auctions. Movies, on the other hand, are my staple. I need them almost every week, if not every other day. So I'll probably side with movies, but auctions, I do love. Like I said, I do love my auctions. I need there.
Okay, he's made his choices. Everyone now knows that it's mainstream Bollywood movies, IPL auctions, mangoes. That's Akshay's top 3.
I wouldn't say just mainstream Bollywood movies in general, like Bollywood, Indian, regional cinema, outside. I genuinely love.
Yeah, for me, I think we've had this conversation, but I much rather prefer TV shows. It's a slow burn. Like, at the end of the day, you'll watch an episode or two as opposed to a big commitment where you have to really keep your eyes open all the time. And then you can binge shows when you have more time on your hands. But anyway,
in fact,
here's
my first my first professional experience in the entertainment field, so to say, if we club sport also as being part of entertainment, was for a Bollywood website. That's when I got to know that, what I actually am. Yeah, I can probably figure something out outside, engineering, MBA. Maybe that's not something I have to really stick to. Yeah.
You know that Jared went to film school, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So you guys have that bit in common. Jared wrote like
Yeah.
scripts for fun about random ass things.
He
And
almost shot a porno.
yeah, I mean, we all know the story, man. Jared has also lived many lives. He's booked airline
Yeah.
tickets. He's got into trouble with rich men on the phone booking airline tickets.
Oh, okay.
He's
Did not know this.
worked in factories and that sort of stuff, and he's been a cricket writer for a long time as well after going to film school. So, you guys who want to know more, I suppose, can go read his book, The Lily of Campbellfield. And if you don't want to read the book, we did a Footmarks on it. The 100th episode of the Footmarks podcast is Jared's life. It's a marathon pod. You'd have to be patient, but it is quite the journey.
I should
Anyway.
actually check this out. Wait.
Yeah, go check out that Footmarks whenever you have time, man.
Yep.
It's kind of emotional.
Was he a part of it too?
Yeah, it was me and him. We were just having a conversation on the book.
Nice.
I read that book out loud to Eliza as well. That's how we kind of prepared for the show, and it was fun.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to say that's how we bonded and we sort of hit it off
No,
with
fuck
each
that.
other.
We were already married.
Jared playing Cupid.
No. Anyway, I like the look of Shakib Hussain thus far.
He's been really good, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Let's see how he fares. Sai Sudarshan is 22 of 20. So he really does need to get a move on now because Gujarat are 58 for 2 and 8.3 overs. They're going at less than 7 runs an over. And yes, Amartya, Jared is dyslexic. And you know what? He found that out so late in life. You would be surprised. I think it's just been a year or two.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's been driven through the covers for 4 by Sai Sudarshan, an all too familiar sight with the southpaw, which takes Gujarat to 62 for 2 in 8.4 overs. Also, if you do seriously consider sending me a jersey, then excel, bro. Excel. I know we're on the diet. I know we're eating lean, but we're not there yet.
Do you prefer oversized or you prefer
I prefer bigger sizes because I've got very prominent man boobs. They're pointy.
Okay.
They're pointy like Ashwin. I hope he's not watching this. Anyway. Got them Twin Peaks. I usually just like to make fun of myself. So if anyone else is getting uncomfortable, I do not care. I will continue to do what I do.
Fair enough. But I do feel you. Even I was, I don't want to say I'm not there anymore, but I was there too, and now it's gone down after I really started working out and everything. And yeah, it does kind of make a difference. Despite people like you and me, we are in the space where we have to put ourselves out there. So we are a lot more shameless about these things.
I am really, really glad that I've got the hair because that's the saving grace over here. Without the hair, I'm just another dude. I genuinely feel that way. When I get a haircut which has gone too short, I'm like, oh shit, how will I go on shows anymore?
Someone had actually asked you earlier, I don't know if you saw that, would you rather go bald or would you stop eating meat for the rest of your life?
Fuck. No, man, I love my meat.
Question.
My hair will grow back. So I'll go bald just to be able to eat meat for the rest of my life. I had a steak today with some lovely veggies as well. It was a fun meal. I did my HYD workout. I ate that steak. I spent a few minutes with Zoran. I showered. I left for Pro Sports. I recorded a podcast. I came back home and I instantly jumped on this live stream. So that's been my day. And before all of that, I was watching Pakistan play Test cricket and basically not play Test cricket. Paddy Cummins is back.
For a fraction of a second, I was like, wait, New York's mayor? Zoran Mamdani? What's happening? And then it instantly hit me. No, that's it.
ZBQ, man. Zoran Behram Qazi. Paddy Cummins is back to bowl his third. Nearly chops on. Sai Sudarshan. .Paul. All right. Negative spectrum. I don't know how it hit itself, but as soon as he found out, it all made sense to him.
But how did he find out?
So I think Miriam had booked an appointment for one of his children. I want to say Zed. And then she said, you should go with him. You should also get checked in. Turned out he had dyslexia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, realistically speaking, guys, everyone who works on Combox, we're all on some sort of spectrum, right? We're all crazy people. So, I mean, Varun for sure is on a few spectrums. Pulled away by Sai Sudarshan, but he will not find the fence. Oh, a skippity hop and a fall on the bum. Nice work in the field. Okay. I don't know, D3 Vev, about this pitch. I mean, it surely can't be that easy to bat on, considering Gujarat are 64 for 2 in 9.2 overs. So that conclusion we can make. But has it been doing bits? Not to the naked eye. Maybe it's a bit slow. What do you think?
Sorry, for a second I zoned out because I got a very important message. But yeah, what were you asking?
I'm saying, what do you make of the surface? I haven't seen it do bits. Like the ball isn't like moving laterally or there's no extra bounce, but maybe it's a bit slow. That's why they're struggling to score runs. But if there is due, as there probably will be, then this is already working against Gujarat. And Patty Cummins loves playing in Ahmedabad. And as I say that, he takes a wicket. Well, hello then, Patrick Cummins. Off the mark, and that'll be the end of Mr. Indus. He will have to depart for a 14 ball 22. And you know, now I realize why my brain got to Mr. Indus. I don't know if you watch a lot of Rick and Morty, but there's a Mr. Nimbus in Rick and Morty. Who is an ice-cold dick killer, according to Rick. That's what he is. And I think they fuck as well. Anyway, Nishant Sindhu, Mr. Indus, walks back for a 14 ball 22, and Gujarat have lost their third for 64 runs on the board in 9.3 overs.
Oh man, this stream's also getting... Ooh. But to be honest, I just saw Varun, mention somewhere that it's been consistently, bouncing a lot more than normal, this innings.
Okay.
And I'm not surprised. Even this very ball, you could clearly see it hit him slightly higher on top of his bat, which is why he didn't get the elevation or get the connection that he was looking for. And also, I was just looking at Ahmedabad and how it's been so far this season. So Pacers have really done well over here. So not surprised that way. It's been very typically Ahmedabad wicket that way. It's not been very batter friendly. So,
is it more red soil then? I'm assuming.
Yeah. This surface, the one that they're playing tonight, yes. They also have options for black soil though.
Yeah, for the longest time, and I'm going to come clean about this, I used to completely wing it with the soils. I had no idea. I'd be like, okay, everyone's talking about it, so I'll just mention the soil, but I don't know, I'm talking out of my ass. Never got caught, and now, of course, I know. Shout out to Deepak for explaining it to me. Deepak really helped with that stuff. Anyway.
I also learned about this when I actually did a video on this. So I had to do an explain on types of soil, and that's when I learned it myself properly. So fair, that's true.
Okay then, Washington Sundar. Off the mark with a boundary. He clips or kind of chips the ball up and over Cummins' head for 4, which takes Gujarat to 68 for 3 in 9.4 overs. Some really fun comments that I'll just take because you guys always say Varun's the fun one and I want to dethrone him. Sankirth says, I just joined and Behram is on the panel, which means it's going to be a low-scoring game again. You never know. My record speaks for itself. We've been together, you and all of you guys, for one high-scoring game. So certainly you have a point over there. And Laughing at Nothing says Nimbus controls the police. Absolutely, he does. Play and a miss in the game. And Vipul Mishra says you should watch Panchayat if you like web series. I have watched Panchayat. I love Panchayat. Jitu Bhaiya from Kota Factory. I don't know his name. But he's also in Panchayat and I love that guy. I think that guy is such a fine actor. And just because he's not mainstream,
Jitu,
people don't... Oh, is it? That's crazy.
Jitendra something, if I'm not wrong.
No way.
I really hope that. Yeah.
That guy is a great actor, and Panchayat is one of the most fun shows to watch. Equally funny and equally dramatic. It will definitely, play with the chords of your heart or whatever. It's fun. It'll tug at those chords. Dot ball to end the over. Gujarat 68 for 3 after 10 overs. So, I mean, they'd probably take 180, 190 from here, right? Like, that's what they're aiming for?
I mean, that's really... they'd be very happy. They'd be chuffed to bits if they get to 180, 190. I think more like 160, 170 is a reasonable expectation. They could potentially even end up at 140, 150. Yeah, but if you like Panchayat, a lot of so the production house, it's called the Viral Fever TVF. So they
I've
produce
watched a bit of
yeah,
I've
yeah,
watched
they're
those
damn good.
videos on YouTube with the really fun bald guy, that uncle guy with
Oh,
Jitu Bhaiya.
Gajraj Rao.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love that guy
father
as well.
son.
Gajraj
Yeah,
Rao is very, very talented. And then I've watched Kota Factory. I'm pretty sure that was TVF
yeah,
at the
yeah.
start as well. And then there's Panchayat. And so when it comes to these web series sort of things, that's where I've followed a lot of Bollywood, man. Like most of it,
Got it.
actually. Yeah, even the
Got it.
shit ones. Even the Madhuri Dixit show, which was so shit. Oh
Or
my
the one
God.
where she plays an actor who gets
Yes.
kidnapped. That oh,
So bad. So,
yeah,
so bad.
yeah,
But
true.
it's still
In
more
fact,
like, for me, it's storytelling, right? I prefer when the focus is on storytelling and some random chick isn't going to come and dance provocatively on the screen for like 7 minutes every movie.
yeah.
Which for them, like I'm not judging or anything. They can go ahead and do that. I'm all for it. Like it should exist as a thing,
Yes,
but not for
Queen.
me.
You go, girl.
All right, so
No fair.
D3 Vev has a question over here. Behram suggests us some Pakistani movie series. Series I couldn't tell you much about. There was this one series called Kafil recently that my mom was watching, and everyone at my home loved that. But I just watch these dramas in passing. I don't really care about them. Khuda Ke Liye and Bol. Those are two movies from Pakistan that you should really watch. And go watch the Jinnah movie. It's called Jinnah. It's not a Pakistan production. Love that movie as well. They
Is this the
look back
90s
at
movie?
yeah, it is the 90s movie. They look back at Jinnah's life through the lens of Jinnah after he's passed away. So I love the way it's shot. It's got Shashi or Shami Kapoor in it as well, who plays an
Shami
angel of
Kapoor,
death
yeah.
or something.
Shashi Kapoor, sorry.
And I mean, the score of that movie is by Janoon. So yeah, some people with some solid shouts
okay.
in the comment section. The Glass Worker is like a Studio Ghibli style movie, which I've heard is done really well. And Joyland, Smith, I haven't watched, but everyone says that that's one of the Pakistani movies. Like it's worth watching. All right, then. Back to the
Which
game.
is that big production? Fawad Khan and I want to say even Mahira is a part of it. That action.
I
Uh,
haven't watched that. I mean, Fawad Khan is in Khuda Ke Liye as well, as is Nasiruddin Shah. So
Yeah, Khuda
that
Ke Liye
is
is a-
an
yeah,
iconic movie. I mean,
yeah.
especially
I thought it was a Bollywood
what
movie for the longest time.
Yeah, no, the Pakistani movie Khuda Ke Liye was so significant at that time because Pakistan was going through this phase where there was religious intolerance, and Pakistan like desperately needed that movie at that point. So yeah, Maula Jat is
Maula
good if you're an
Jat.
action. Yeah, it's
That's
good
the
if you're
movie
an
I was
action film fan. I thought there were holes in that movie, but cinematically, like the cinematography was awesome. The legend of
Like-
Maula Jat.
I remember seeing interviews of Fawad Khan, and this was like before he became an actor. I guess he was a part of some student something like where he's
Before
talking about
EP? Is it before EP?
I don't know. I'm
Because
not
he was
sure
part of a
when
band,
was it.
very successful band, Entity Paradigm.
There was
I know
probably
what you're talking
during
about.
that time.
Is this the video in which he speaks in this god awful American accent?
Yeah. He has
Oh
an
my
accent,
God.
and he like the one I saw. He's talking about sort of becoming a not exactly a revolutionary, but talking about bringing about change. Like it's up to the youngsters. We need to bring in change, and we can't listen to oldies and all of that. Like
What a
themes
six,
that
by the way.
resonate with-
Skips down the track, Sai Sudarshan, and aerially cuts the ball for 6. Much needed in terms of impetus for Gujarat, and that maximum takes them to 78 for 3 in 10.5 overs. I mean, look, he's definitely done his bit, Fawad, I would say, because he's a quality actor and he does pick and choose his projects wisely from what I know. I just am not that big of a Pakistan drama consumer. I haven't watched any, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Do you guys use Lollywood as commonly as say Indians use Bollywood to refer to your
I think
film
so,
industry?
yeah. Pretty sure we do.
It is that
because I found it quite funny when I was a kid. I was like, why is it Lollywood? But then I don't know.
Same.
Everything is some Hollywood, right?
Yeah. I mean, so
There
the
should be-
Kannada film
there
industry
should
where
be-
I'm from.
There should be a cinema house. Sorry, I'm cutting you. In which they should hire all the Ollies in cricket: Ollie Pope, Ollie Peak,
Robinson.
Ollie Robinson. I'm sure I'm missing some Ollies over here, right? Ollie Stone.
Ollie
And
Stone,
that
yeah,
should be called Ollywood. Why don't we have that yet?
Oh. Imagine if Markwood names his son Ollie. Yeah, that would be funny.
Imagine if Josh Little names his son Stuart, bro. That's what we all want.
You've been really holding on to that for a while.
No, I've said that like 10 times on multiple shows.
okay.
I'm quite repetitive when it comes to these puns. It's just that I do so much that no one can possibly watch all of my work.
But nothing gets funnier than there's this Bollywood actress Lara Datta. If Lara Datta married Brian Lara, then her name would be Lara Lara.
Yeah.
It's such a low hanging fruit.
There's another one. If Jessica Biel named her kid Batmo, it would be Batmobile. Anyway, we are seeing Shivang for the first time. I'm actually seeing him for the very first time in my life.
Yeah. Oh,
and
nice
tell
guy,
me about
nice
this guy.
photo. Left arm wrist spinner. He's actually been good this year. I very rarely have I seen him sort of, lose his length. He's gotten hit a couple of times bowled on the fuller side, but that's rare to see a Chinaman or a left arm wrist spinner to have
Don't
such
say
a
that word, man.
good control.
It's done,
That's fine,
cancelled,
that's fine.
over. Yeah.
Had
Left
to-
arm wrist spinner.
I had to correct myself immediately, but yeah, he's been good. I really like what I've seen of him so far.
And he pulls
Madhya
a
Pradesh,
wide.
if I'm not wrong.
Commentator's curse. But look, I love myself some left arm wrist spinners. We've got a few over here in Pakistan currently, and I'm absolutely in love with Sufyan Mukim. So it's a really tough skill, probably one of the toughest, in all of cricket. And we're seeing more and more of them these days. So let's see what this kid's got. If he was in North America, they'd call him Shivang, because I had a friend called Shivam, right? But of course, he was born and bred in Canada and everything. So to everyone over there, he was Shivam. Shivam. So this guy would be Shivang.
Sorry, we're 2 wides here. Let's hope he gets back.
Yeah. 2 wides in a row.
Oh, lovely. Finally gets
All
back.
right then. So Sai Sudarshan still holding the fort. He's 38 of 31. He was dropped on 9 by NKR off his own bowling, but that hasn't particularly cost Sunrisers much, right? As things stand.
True. Yep.
Yep.
Also, since you mentioned you like TVF, I don't know if you've seen the spoof they did of Inzamam ul Haq. So they did a couple of these unboxing videos. So it's Inzamam ul Haq, like during Eid, unboxing a box or a packet of biryani. It's one of the most hilarious videos I've seen, and they do a good job of not like demeaning Inzi itself, like not being too personal or not. It's not the typical "Arey ye to mota, ye to ye arey." It's just it's very absurd. It's very stupid. It's funny. It's just absurdist humor, and I love that. I really love that.
I mean, poor Inzi has probably been joked about a lot throughout his career, but I mean, look, I am told that after Imran and Wasim, if there is one cricketer that Indians in particular respect a lot, that's Inzi, because he's done quite a bit against them, and winning that ODI series in 05 and drawing the test series, the Bangalore test, him scoring 100. I mean, he was one of my favorites growing up. But yeah, of course, like, there are always going to be some jokes.
Sehwag, if I'm not wrong, called him the best batter he's ever seen. Like when it comes to oppositions, like after Sachin, it was Inzi for him.
He's actually been on record saying that the best middle order batter from Asia in history is Inzi.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of respect over there. Anyway, decent over after the wides by Shivang, and he'll end with a dot. So just 6 runs off that over, and Gujarat are 84 for 3 after 12. And yes, Murugan, he definitely, Inzi gave a lot of meme comment. I mean, even the way he talks and everything, Boys is played really well. That became kind of viral even before virality was a thing. And then, I don't know if you guys watched that India-Pakistan documentary on Netflix, but there's that iconic moment in the press box where he goes, "Shut up," when the journalist accuses him of fixing. That is quite a moment. He was a match winner. Right? Which one?
When
the Toronto one?
He got out obstructing the field.
Yeah.
And in the post-match presentation, he's like, "I hit the ball, also I'm out. I don't hit the ball, also I'm out. I don't know what to do."
I think it was the Harmison dismissal where he got out of the way and he got out, and then he's like, "Okay, I'll stop the ball next time," and then he got out obstructing the field.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone who is asking me about Pakistan versus Bangladesh, there's just so much to talk about, guys. I just recorded a podcast for Pro Sports. It'll be out later today. Saad and I broke that game down piece by piece. We didn't leave anything. So you can go watch that show. And tomorrow I'm on Wisden on The Scoop, where I'll also be talking about this game. So you can maybe watch that one. For those of you who
Lovely,
don't understand Urdu or Hindi, the Pro Sports show is bilingual. Like we talk the way we talk to each other. So that might not be for you. So you can maybe watch the Wisdom one. Then the Wisdom one will be shorter. And that is a big shot over long off for 6. Sai Sudarshan. He's showing us his gears. Moves to 47 off 34 after that maximum. And it takes Gujarat to 92 for 3 in 12.2 overs. Yeah, he did fall on the stumps and get out as well, Singer. That happened. But like, it's weird that everyone he's ever played with in terms of opposition teams, like they only have fond memories of Inzi. No one's ever said that Inzi was a dick, right? Like,
True.
got teddy
Never
bear
came
energy.
across with this one. Agreed.
I mean, of course, you know, a lot of that crop of Pakistan cricketers got ultra religious, and I personally might have some issues with that, but I guess that's their choice. I just don't like it when people impose. For instance, Rizwan cops a lot of flack for this, but Rizwan actually doesn't impose. He's his own person. So I don't know why he is at the brunt of all of that criticism. Because if there's something that you're doing on your own, then you're allowed to have whatever belief system, man. It's the imposition where it gets wrong for me. And I say this as a completely non-religious guy, by the way.
No, it's a very valid point, especially as people who are in such a public space. It is important for you to know, how to carry yourself. And like you said, it doesn't matter what your personal beliefs are. And this is also coming from a person who is strictly atheist. I don't care what, say, someone else, like what their beliefs are. I mean, I don't care, as in it doesn't matter to me as long as I'm not being bothered or forced into.
Yeah.
That's it. It's all that
I'll
matters.
tell you when I'm bothered. Like, I will probably not talk to you again, not you, but like someone, if they either suggest to me in their talk that they are imposers, for one, or they are trying to justify any sort of violence through religion. Those are two things which I cannot stand. So that's my red line.
No, justifying any form of violence, irrespective of religion or race or whatever it is, it's a
Absolutely.
no-go. Like, you've already lost me there. That's true.
You also lost me, man, if you're celebrating violence even from a nationalistic perspective. Like, fuck that shit.
Like,
I
that's
can't
where-
bother.
100% again, and that's why Jared and I, we were talking about not just this, talking about sport and how it's sort of, IPL especially has become very tribalistic in how some of the some of the fans support their teams and everything. And I was actually pro that. I felt, it's good. I'd rather see people mock each other or laugh at each other for supporting a certain side than sort of, mock them for where they come from or what they practice or what their beliefs are. Like, it's almost become a metaphor wherein you sort of become an RCB fan. It becomes a part of your identity. Of course, anything in extreme is always bad, but I think that's what helps us. We all need an escape. Real life is so fucked. We all want an escape at the end of the day.
Sport is one of the best forms of escapism, man. I mean, I'm lucky to have it as my profession. I'm very, very grateful that I get to talk about cricket for a living. And to all of you guys who are talking about my belief system, man, I don't think I'm an atheist because I am a spiritual person, right? Like, I believe in energy, I believe in a divine being, but I have my own relationship over there. Like, I am not someone who follows any sort of template or anything. But look, I'm a pacifist, if that helps explain things, right? Like, I will always, in every situation, revert to or go back to pacifism because that's just who I am. And I know it's out of fashion these days, but that's a solid sweep for 4, which takes Sai Sudarshan to 50. Slow 50 for him, 38 ball 50. But I mean, Gujarat probably needed that, considering they lost both of Gill and Butler early on. And now they are 99 for 3 after that boundary in 13.2 overs.
By the way, just for those who don't know, for the uninitiated, Behram is based in Pakistan and I am based in India. A couple of them were earlier asking if I'm still in Dubai. I'm not in Dubai anymore. And neither is Behram in Canada. We are based in
I
our
live in
respective
Pakistan,
countries.
bro. Yeah, I've been living in Pakistan. Well, I grew up over here. I left for university at age 17. I came back to cover cricket, mostly on a whim, even though I had done some work on YouTube, just like for no money. But I came back. I was working with grassroots cricket. So it was November 2022 when I returned. So I've been here for 3.5 years now. And I mean, look, I live in a bubble. I come from a certain privilege where I do get to choose who I want to be. So whatever answer you're looking for from me is moot because I don't live in rural Pakistan. I can't give you that experience. You
don't
probably don't live in
represent the
rural.
average
Yeah,
Pakistani.
exactly. And I'm not saying like I'm some sort of elitist either. We come from humble backgrounds, by the way. My dad worked really hard to give me the life that he gave me. But it would be unfair if, like, my POV is not the average Pakistani's POV. So whatever questions you guys are asking, just, there's no point in me answering them.
Yeah. That's true. That's right. Same goes for me. For the uninitiated. By no means am I saying so. In fact, I've copped a lot of flack for that. Like when I say certain things, like how, like this is not how we think. I get it. I'm only expressing my opinion, and by no means am I saying this is how most Indians think, because I completely get it. My perspective towards things would be a lot different because my experiences have been different. So I get that.
What I'll tell you guys is, though, I mean, I know there's a lot of garbage on the internet and you see a lot of people just fighting each other. If you actually meet each other, like, the common person has no issues, man. We're all just like, most people are just trying to put a roof on their head, food on the table. They want a good future for the kids.
Yeah.
That's the human experience for the most part. Don't get riled up by things you see on the internet because, the trolls and the keyboard warriors and, all these hateful people, the mob is always louder. So don't get kind of, don't go down that rabbit hole. Cut away for 4 by Sai Sudarshan. So he started to get a move on over here, and that boundary takes Gujarat to 106 for 3 in 13.5 overs. Okay. And another one. Or is that a wicket? Ooh, nearly falls short of Heinrich Klaasen in the deep. And Sai Sudarshan survives. So after that single, Gujarat are 107 for 3 in 14 overs. And that'll be another strategic timeout. So I agree with the board soul. Let's shift the focus back to cricket. But the essence of watch-alongs is conversation. Like, I do more commentary style watch-alongs for pro sports because that's the demand of that job. Saad mans the comments, I call the game. But over here, Jared's just told me that you're not doing commentary. Just have conversations, and, Akshay's a guy who I could talk to for a long time. No issues there.
Same. That's even my idea of watch-alongs. And when I spoke to Jared as well, it was the same thing. I don't want to call games and just be like, yeah, okay, this is a shot. Oh, that's a 4. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Why don't you tell us about Soul? I mean, we've talked about sex, food, and travel a lot already, haven't we? So let's go to another subject. Not too long ago in this very watch-along, I was talking about Rick Sanchez fucking Mr. Nimbus. So I think we've done that bit. It's happened already. Amartya enjoys our conversation, so.
Thank you. I don't know for some reason if it's been disabled, but usually we used to get some. I mean, when you did gestures, something used to come. I don't know why that's not happening. Either ways. Oh, I think I know why. All right, we'll figure that out in the second innings.
I thought that was kind of annoying, man. You'd do this random thing and then an emoji would pop up. But I suppose it had its novelty for a bit. When it happened randomly, it was funny. When you continue to experience that time and again, you're like, okay, what the fuck? This is a great question. Even though it's not a super chat, I'll take it. Sriram asks, Behram, what's your favorite podcast you've done on Combox Good Areas? I'd have to really go through them, and I think I've done like 500 or something by now. We're not counting the live shows. We're not counting game reviews because those aren't the fun ones. Done a couple on Babar Azam with Jared that I really enjoyed, I would say. Ooh, the footmarks on Usman Khwaja. Love doing that. I thought that, so for instance, I relate to Usman because Uzi and I are kind of the same. We are 2 Pakistan-born people who went and lived abroad and became naturalized citizens. So I see a lot of me in that story, right? Even though his story is a lot more tough to hear because he goes through a lot. I didn't. I haven't ever been racially abused in Canada, for instance. But when I went to the States in the Trump era, the first one, I did experience some of that. But still, I would say the Uzi Khwaja one, the couple of footmarks we did on Babar, Lilia Campbellfield, that podcast was a lot of fun. Yeah, those are a few for you guys. Yeah, Martha, I mentioned that one. There are like three different ones on Babar, right? There's the technique one, there is the Babar FC one, which was not a footmarks, that was a red inker. And then there is the recent one, the great Babar Azam Go Slow that Jared and I did before the T20 World Cup. I thought that was a lot of fun as well. The Jaiswal one was also fun. I love Jaiswal's story. I think it's an Oscar-worthy movie someday. Scorsese should direct it. And generally, whenever there is a fun story to talk about, like recently we did one on Lawrence Rowe, Jared and I. And no one will watch that because who cares about Lawrence Rowe? But I personally really enjoyed it because I learned so much.
I mean, it's I kind of relate to what you just said in a lot of ways, especially the kind of content that I've been doing on my channel, guys. Of course, for the uninitiated, also do check out Women's Cricket Center. I've been trying my best to bring out stories and do different things there. Please do give that.
Oh my God, Washington Sundar, what a shot. He's facing Pat Cummins and it's a lofted cover drive for a 1-bounce 4. Gujarat are finally starting to entertain us a bit. They are now 1-1-1 for 3. Nelson for 3 in 14.1 overs. And I'm hoping that, we get to see some runs over here towards the end of this innings because I want Sunrisers to have a bit of a target to chase. And thank you, Amartya and Sriram. The Lawrence Rowe footmarks is a really underrated one. I think it doesn't even have like 1.5k views. But to do the research for it and then to have those conversations with Jared, it was so much fun.
I'll actually check this one out. Like, the thing is, especially during the IPL season and beyond, it becomes so hard to consume content because you yourself are busy creating.
Yeah.
Everything else takes a backseat. So
true. And for me, I haven't consumed cricket content in a long time.
Oh my word! What have you done?
Oh my God!
I'm sorry to cut you off there, Ram.
That's a gift. That's an absolute gift by Washington Sundar. Oh, has he dropped it?
No. He's caught it.
So why are they showing GT left-handed batters versus pace tonight?
No.
Show me the replay of the dismissal. They've dropped it, haven't they?
I don't know. I thought I saw them celebrate.
I thought it was a dismissal.
Yeah, I thought I saw come and celebrate.
I'm going to move back to stream 1. No, it's a dot ball. Maybe it was a drop catch. Maybe it fell short or something, but it's just a dot. And nearly Washington lost his wicket to a full toss. Singer says it wasn't even a catch. Tane is saying bounce. Okay.
Oh,
sorry.
I thought it was a full toss. I was hit straight to cover.
I didn't watch the bounce. I totally thought it was a full toss. But anyway, gets away with that one. Washington, maybe not. We clearly didn't watch it closely enough. And then they started showing us left-handed batter stats versus pace. So we'll never know. Or maybe you guys probably got a better glimpse of it.
Fair.
Okay. Bump ball, says Kuldeep Das.
Yeah, thank you.
So we're 3 balls away from the end of 15 overs. And this is a pull from Sai Sudarshan, but no boundary. Goes to the fielder in the deep. So it was a full toss, but it bounced next to the fielder. Gotcha. Thanks, Fadhil Ashraf. Sorry if I wrecked your name over there.
Alrighty.
So have you planned your honeymoon yet?
Oh yeah, we are doing the Maldives, as cliched as it is.
Welcome to the club, baby. I went to Maldives as well. What resort?
Oh, lovely. This one is
Furaveri?
No, this one's Oluveli. This is Sun Siam or Sun Siam.
Yeah, I
like that,
almost went to that one, but then Furaveri gave me a great deal on bookings.com. My recommendation would be that don't get all-inclusive. All the alcohol that you're going to drink is going to cost you less anyway. The alcohol isn't expensive in these resorts. In fact, everything was very decently priced, so we didn't go all-inclusive. And you know what? If you want to do the recreational activities that they offer, just consult me once. I'll tell you which ones are the good ones.
Okay, I'll actually do that because I genuinely thought we'll just do all-inclusive because we don't want to break our heads.
No. You don't want to do that.
Okay.
You know what? They won't even let you eat it at every restaurant. Only certain restaurants, and then it ruins the experience because now you're tied down to all-inclusive. You can only have that particular drink. You can only go to this said restaurant.
Okay.
Don't do that. And for the recreational activities, of course, you'll probably end up jet skiing and banana boat and scuba diving, perhaps if you will. Amartya, I did scuba dive.
Yeah, like in our this thing. So when I was checking online on their website, so they've got some honeymoon offer and shit like that going on. So they've got spa sessions included, a free floating breakfast and all of that. So like,
bro, I'll tell you what you will do. You will not get the all-inclusive. You will still purchase some of those things that you want to do, and then it'll end up costing you less. Because dude, I was drinking every day, and I couldn't have possibly drank the amount of dollars that all inclusive was offering me.
Fair.
And
Fair.
Aliza's not
It is
even
quite-
like, she's not that person anyway. So I would say that if you were a scuba diving person, Maldives is a great place because it's serene down there. I went scuba diving, Aliza chickened out. I shouldn't be saying this on the stream because, she might get upset. But it's fine. A lot of people chicken out. But that wasn't the first time I was scuba diving. I've already scuba dove in Costa Rica. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Costa Rica.
I've done it in Australia, mate.
Straw, you mate.
Yeah.
So jet ski is always fun. Banana boat is always fun. Glass kayak is a lot of fun. Get the massages for sure.
Yeah. I'll take you up on this for sure.
Yeah, don't do private island. Enjoy a resort,
Okay.
bro. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I did the private island. And I was like, you know what? I could have just gone to the beach that my island had. It was just a lot
I
of
think
money
this
that I
one
wish
is
I hadn't
a
spent.
private island. The one that I haven't booked it. I was
No.
literally going to book yesterday.
Every island is a private island because there are like over 1,000 islands in the country. But they
Correct.
offer tours to a private island for, this isolated experience. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
Your resort will have you covered. It's too much money.
That's
Pulled away
redundant.
for
I mean,
four.
we already are in the resort. Like, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Fair.
But
In
it's a
fact,
pull for 4 by Sai Sudharshan. And that will take Gujarat to 119 for 3 in 15.2 overs. So they were 114 for 3 and 15. They did up the ante from over 10 to 15. And we all wanted them to do that. Yeah.
But actually, I'm trying to think if we should have this conversation. I'll take you up. I really want to know more deets because I'm going to book this either today or tomorrow. I just want to get done with. I've been pushing it for a while now. And did you do one of the water villa thingies, or what did you do?
I didn't do water villa. I did private pool. So the water villa private pool thing was a bit more expensive. We were there for 6 days. So I wanted to completely ball out, right? I wanted to not like be frugal at all. So I was like, in order for me to do that with the amount of money that I have right now, or I had back then, I could only settle for the pool villa, but that's good enough, bro. Watch out for the fruit bats. Okay?
Okay.
The cockroaches fly, but I only came across one. And there are house
So you did
lizards
a
over
beach villa with a pool, I'm assuming.
Yep,
So
that's what I did.
would you say that was better than the water villa itself?
I don't know. I didn't live in the water villa, buddy. But they have that hammock thing in the water villa. So that was definitely something that kind of... it did tempt me. But then again, it came down to the budgeting. And for me to completely have a great time and do all the other things, I had to compromise somewhere. But I will say this. We tried to do everything in terms of recreation. I did this one thing which is called a ski-doo or something like that. It's an underwater jet ski. It's great. Lots of fun. If I do Maldives again, I would not do as many excursions. I would focus more on the resort and just do a few handful of excursions that I really like.
Fair.
Wow, he's missed out on a
What
full
month
toss.
did you
Washington
go in, by
Sundar.
the way? Not out for sure.
Washington, Washington is not enjoying the full tosses. They
thought you
surely shouldn't review this. That's not out.
Yeah, that's not out for sure. It was definitely outside, like pitching outside.
Was
I
there
mean, not
like
pitching
a-
outside, like.
Was there a boundary in between that we missed because the score all of a sudden? No, there was a single and a double. It's 122 for 3 and 15.5 overs.
What month did you visit? Last question.
End of Jan, start of Feb.
Ah, nice time.
It's non-rainy
actually-
season.
Yeah. So the only thing is we will most likely do this in September. And August is when it's like proper rainy season. September is when it's sort of ending. So they were like the showers aren't that extreme. It's still off season, off peak. So that way the prices are pretty decent, which is why I want to actually, I want to check certain things with you if the prices are really worth it or not, because boy are they expensive. And I'm literally going all out in the sense that boss, shadi ke baad I'm starting from scratch. It's only
That was my
just
mindset
like
as
zero.
well. I was like, look, you only get married once, hopefully, right? Like that's the dream, right? And I mean, look, I had the same mindset that I want to have a great time. I want to show my wife a great time because this was kind of like my wedding gift to her. I was like, don't worry about the honeymoon. I got this. I'll take care of it. And I had earned all of my money that I had earned from good areas. I kind of spent it. And it was completely worth it. I wish we had 7 days instead of 6, because the one thing we probably couldn't do is just chill at the resort for a day. It's not do so many excursions. And Next time
Got it,
I
got it.
go for a trip, I'll definitely make sure that, I'll have a day or two just to do that. But you'll have a great time. Serene waters, soft sand. You'll just love it, man. It is heaven on earth. And the Maldivians, the locals, are just such lovely people.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited
Very
for the
hospitable.
food.
Yeah, the food's interesting. In fact, in the buffet, the breakfast buffet, that was the first time on my honeymoon that I ever tried pav bhaji. And I liked it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, this is
Fair
what
enough.
they eat in the movies. I'm going to try it. And I really liked it. Anyway, we've got a super chat from, who is this? Oh, it's one of my Johnnies of the Pro Sports podcast. Final boss, ceasefire Roy Maivia. And he says, well, that was a horrible way to end the test. I mean, look, Salman Ali Agha was slagging Bangladesh off, saying that they need to, if they come out to bat tomorrow and they're brave, they'll set Pakistan a target of 260 odd in 70 overs. That's exactly what Bangladesh did, and they bowled Pakistan out within 2 sessions to win the test. So, Roy, go watch the Pro Sports podcast when it's out. I have to talk about this tomorrow with Wisden as well. Let's focus on the IPL.
That's
We
a
haven't
wicket,
talked
by
about
the
this ongoing game for a while, and that will be the end of Sai Sudharshan. So, 38 ball 50. 61 of 44 in the end. Middling knock, you would say?
Middling knock, but I think to some extent he did make up because he was 25 of 23 at a point in time. So from there, the last 21 balls, he did score about 35, 36 runs. I think GT will take it because the surface is not batter friendly. Make no mistake. They must have decided 170, 180 is what they will be aiming for. And I think Sudarshan has given a very strong platform for the likes of Holder and Tewatia to come in and now just accelerate. So not a bad knock, to be honest, considering the surface.
I mean, yeah, I would say it's just about par because while it's on the slower side, 38 ball 15, 61 or 44 is not the sort of knock we celebrate. You have to look at the context of the game. You have to look at the wickets lost. You have to understand that Gujarat are a top 3 batting team and after that they just go bust. And now maybe Akshay has a point. Perhaps the stage is set for Holder and Tewatia, but they are 124 for 4 and 16.2 overs, buddy. That's just 22 balls remaining in the innings. Even if they get 50, they end up with 174. I don't think that's enough.
I think that's good.
Really?
I think because of the surface, because like I told you, GT RCB game as well. RCB did a decent job of defending. That's good. They weren't successful. But I think GT have a stronger bowling attack. SRH are also higher. They're also a lot more high variance in terms of how they bat. So they could potentially just give away their wicket. So I think it won't be too bad.
The only thing that's helping Gujarat, or the two things that are helping them, is that they've got really good new ball pair in Siraj and what's his face, KG Rabada, and then they've obviously got Rashid later. But it's the high volatility of the SRH batting lineup that if that goes south, then Gujarat might be in business. Anyway, Jason Holder is in. Shakib is bowling. And was that a no ball? Did that even bounce?
I'm still watching the replay of the wicket. So
Holder's a tall guy, so maybe it was a no ball for someone else and not for him. And maybe that bounced. Maybe I'm just blind today. That could also be a very big possibility. I love this comment from Karthik7498. He says, Behram, episode 7 of The Boys tonight. It's going to be diabolical. Oi! It will be. I'll watch it tomorrow though, because I'm not gonna I think it comes out at noon tomorrow Pakistan time. So you might be in North America. That's why you're saying what you're saying. And yes, Maldives is expensive, Richard. But I mean, I thought it was worth it. I'd go again if I was richer. I'm just not rich enough. Yeah, Naveen, I thought that was a full toss as well. Anyway. It's been a bit.
How many countries have you been to though?
There's a tweet somewhere. Go find it. I can't. I will recall all of them. I will recall all of them in a bit. Over here, D3 Vev is saying, Behram, did you watch Invincible? I've been watching Invincible since season 1, buddy. All of these dark superhero shows are kind of my thing. Love them. I think the dystopian world, the real world element, and then The Boys is kind of like a social commentary, right? It really is right, up my sleeve. That's not the right phase. Whatever the right phrase is, I can't bother with it right now. That's a good Yorker.
Lovely. Well done.
Yeah, Shakib's doing well. Washington now, 25 of 23, needs to get a move on. Might even get retired.
Just retire him out, man.
They've got Rashid. They've got Tewatia. Up your alley.
For what?
Jumpsuit. Love you. It is up my alley. Sorry, I've just worked a lot today, guys. It's been a long day. Today on the Pro Sports podcast, I called a cheeky shot a cheapy shot, and Saad's like, cheapy? I'm like, man, what can I do?
Oh, is that a wide?
Yeah, that is a wide. At least they've called it as a wide. Gujarat will take those runs whatever way they come.
100%.
Yeah, Martha, you mentioned Constantine first as well, like in one of the earliest streams. It's just that, man, I got a newborn around, and these days I'm not watching anything apart from whatever episode comes out every week for the boys, and earlier I was doing that with Invincible. Anyway, Gujarat 128 for 4 and 16.5 overs. Let's see if they can cash in at the death. Watchmen is another great one, code face. You're right. Okay, so the countries that I've been to. England, many times. I want to say at least 4 to 5 times I've been to England. The States, obviously, multiple times as well. I used to live in Canada, and even before moving to Canada, I'd been to the States twice. Canada, I lived in. You can count that. Pakistan, I live in. You can count that. Dubai, well, the UAE. But I've only ever been to Dubai. Like, I haven't been to Abu Dhabi. So I've been to Sharjah. So let's say UAE. I've been to the Abu Dhabi airport. That's it. That's about it.
Etihad, I presume?
Yes. We've got Costa Rica. Friend's bachelor trip was lovely. Ooh. I've been to... Oh, is that a boundary? Yes, it is. A hacky shot on the onside by Washington for 4, which ends the over on a positive note. Gujarat 133 for 4 in 17 overs. What else, man? I've been to Saudi and Malaysia, Thailand, Russia for the 2018 FIFA World Cup. I've been to Germany, Hamburg for the Euros.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, okay. I've been to Ireland twice, and Galway in Ireland is one of my favorite cities in the world. St. Petersburg is also one of my favorite cities in the world.
Galway is beautiful. Galway is
just amazing, man. And you know what I love about Irish people? You'll go walk into a pub and everyone's talking to you. It's like one big social gathering. It's a family. And I haven't really experienced
also,
that anywhere.
In a way, they genuinely don't like the English. So, it's a case of your friend's enemy is your friend. I mean, your enemy's friend is your friend. So... You can sort of feel that vibe there. It's lovely. By the way, also Twitter mutual of ours. I don't know if you're also a mutual of his, but he's in Galway. So I was at his place in Galway. Beautiful city. Beautiful.
Who is he? Is he Darshan?
Yeah, Darshan. That's right.
So Darshan often talks to me about how I wear the Galway shirts and hoodies and everything. And next time I go, I'll definitely pay him a visit. He is one of my regular... show watchers, I suppose. He's one of my audience people.
Correct.
But Galway is just it's
nice guy,
man. I love it. Oh, I've also been to Turkey in my younger days. I was 8. I do have a lot of memories from Turkey. We did like a bit of a road trip within Turkey, Bodrum and Marmaris and a couple of other places. Of course, including Istanbul. Istanbul is where my brother was studying. He did his master's in orthodontics from Istanbul. Anyway, those are all the countries I can remember right now. Yeah, Europe I haven't done as much. Hamburg, because I haven't seen the rest of Germany, right? So let's say Hamburg, Russia, Moscow, St. Petersburg, England, if you want to count that as Europe, Ireland, Turkey, if you want to count that part of Istanbul. So yeah, I maybe need to do some more Europe in my lifetime. But North America, obviously I've seen a lot of, like a lot of the States.
That's true.
Fair bit of Canada. Costa Rica is the only sort of Latin American country that I've done. Malaysia and Thailand, brilliant. I'm planning to go to Thailand again this year. One of my friends is getting married to the niece of Saif Ali Khan. So I'm hoping Saif and Karina attend that wedding and then I can send you pictures.
Interesting, Behram. Very interesting. Very interesting. Clearly, you've got a decent... you've got a decent network there.
Well, I mean, it's his network, my friend, who's marrying into the family, the Pataudis. And that is, I don't even know how to describe that shot, honestly. It's not a cut. It's definitely not a cut for 4. It's a swat on the offside. Yeah. We'll call it he slashed it.
Let's call it
slashed at it. Yeah, and it's a boundary. So Washington finally picking up the pace. Gujarat moving to 138 for 4 after that 4 in 17.3 overs. And yes, Varun, you're right. But I made that joke because of Brexit, so... I also want to go to South America, Amartya. That wasn't a wide. Dot delivery.
Yeah.
So Praful has been brilliant throughout. He's going to bowl at the death over here as well.
South America is definitely a region that I really want to go to.
Same. I would love to go to Sri Lanka someday, but I haven't gone yet because I'm hoping work will just take me someday. I'd love to go
But Sri
to
Lanka is a beautiful
Australia,
place.
New Zealand, South Africa, all the major test. I would love to go to the Caribbean, but let's see
Man, New
whether or
Zealand,
not.
it upsets me so much. I was studying in Australia. I applied for my New Zealand visa. I get my New Zealand visa. I was supposed to fly out on the 28th of March 2020. And you know what happened then?
Oh my God, you got COVIDed.
Yeah.
You got
I was
COVIDed. That should be the
Yeah.
term.
Was so disappointed because I had a lot of plans and everything. But New Zealand, again, I don't know if it's not just the cricket team or what is it a bias of mine. But even the government, the folks, they're the sweetest. They
Bro,
refunded the money. They
people
gave me a fast track. Yeah, everything was too good.
people often talk to me about, like for instance, whenever there's like political bullshit happening online, and I always make the case that hate the state, don't hate the people. Because the only two
Yeah, yeah.
nation states, or maybe three nation states that I actually like in the world are Ireland, New Zealand, and maybe Australia, because Australia were really progressive early in the year. I didn't expect that from them.
Yeah.
Anyway, that'll be the end of the over. Hinge continues to do well. Gujarat now won 40 for 4 in 18.
Yeah.
So Pratik says he
One-
also missed out on a trip to Greece because he got co-voided as well. Poor guy.
That's sad.
I would love to go to Greece, by the way. It's on my list. And
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
got
the
another super
food-
chat.
the food.
Yeah, Mediterranean food is nice. So back to the movies then. This is our friend Ter Aqua. He says, I went to see Mortal Kombat 2 and I saw parents brought a 6-year-old boy. Would you bring your child to such a violent movie? I wouldn't personally. Like, I think back in the day, this stuff still flied. And now, like for instance, I have a 10-year-old nephew who, when I introduced him to the PS5, he was younger than that. He was probably like 8. And I made sure that I bought the sort of platformer games because that's what I grew up on, right? I really hope or wish there were more of those these days. I made sure I got all those platformers which were violence free. So, Sackboy is a great one, for instance. So I wouldn't personally do it, man. No.
Fair. In fact, to be honest, I mean, I get it that this question was more about violence and would you show such violent movies. In general, I'm not a fan of kids being brought into like regular adult movies, like adult as in like movies for adult viewing. It just doesn't make any sense.
Another drop, this time by Ishan Malinga. So both the drops today have been caught in bold opportunities. And this time Holder gets a life on 5. Naveen Paidi, Astro Boy, and the original Astro game are brilliant. Love them. And I've played Mortal Kombat since I was a young kid, right? I don't play it anymore, but I wouldn't do that like my nephew or my now newborn son. Like, no, that's off limits. No blood, no GTA, no guns. Definitely no guns. We've seen what it's done to America. All that gun violence. Fuck that. Anyway. It's back of a length ball, which has been pulled away by Washington for 4. So 4 runs added to the tally. For Gujarat, they moved to 145 for 4 in 18.2 overs. 10 balls remain in this innings. And yes, that is the gun lobby, Amartya. But let's not get into these things, right? We made a conscious decision earlier in this very podcast that we will move away from these things. I suppose like Akshay and I are just very similar people in the sense that we've got a very identical-ish moral code and we stand pretty much, we're on the same page about most things. So these conversations happen naturally. But I'd much rather talk about the cricket as well. Or movies, or travel, or food.
I completely agree. Also, it reduces the chances of us incriminating ourselves, and that's always a good thing. That's never
Always a
bad
good thing, buddy. Yep. Anyway, it's a stabby shot for a single. 146 now for 4. Gujarat in 18.3 overs. And I want to look at the figures over here. Pat Cummins did brilliantly well today. 1 for 20 for him overall in his 4 overs. This is probably one of the better games he's had. He's been good this season ever since he's come back.
In fact, Malinga's probably been the sort of worst, or has had the worst of days amongst all of them.
I mean, it's interesting. He was the guy for Sunrisers, and now this is a game where he's gone for some runs, and that's probably going to be wide. Has been called a wide.
Surely.
Yeah.
That's above Holder's head. That's like, what, 7 feet high? You've
Yes,
got to call that.
sir. Yep. Shakib has done okay. Not strongly enough to make it to my notes. Neither has Shivang. Hinge obviously will get a fair few mentions today. He stopped at 6 as well, right?
Yeah.
And NKR probably won't bowl again. So, alrighty. Got another single down to long off. 148 for 4 now, Gujarat.
Well bowled.
In 18.4 overs. And cricket 26 for me is better than 24, Naveen. I just like 26 a bit more. But I haven't played it as much as 24 because I became a daddy.
I've been. I guess this is probably a thing that we can agree to disagree, but I've never really been a fan of video games. Also because growing up I never really played much. In fact, I was one of those rare kids who
Oh!
that's a four. Finally.
I mean,
Washington
that
does
is
something.
a bit of an agricultural ramp sort of shot which goes up over short, fine for 4. So Washington, I suppose he's somewhat salvaged what was a shit knock. And that latest boundary takes Gujarat to 152 for 4 in 18.5 overs. Also, Akshay, I played video games as a child. I had the first 2 PS consoles, PS1, PS2. And the next console I ever owned was PS5. So in between, I've only played FIFA. That's it.
I had the PS2 and the PSP. I still use the PSP a bit
I had the
because we used
PSP.
to play with friends. Yeah, I love
I had it.
the PSP.
I had it as well. PSP was great.
Yeah. Yeah. PS2 matlab, it was very little. Like I
Again?
hardly used it.
What are you doing, Washington? Where are you pulling these shots out of? He literally has fallen on top of the ball and
Oh.
he's swiped at that Yorker and it's a 6. So
Wow.
it's turning out
That's
to be an
incredible.
enterprising knock all of a sudden, and that latest maximum has taken Gujarat to 158 for 4 at the end of 19 overs.
Washi, by the
Aqua
way,
with
has
a
scored
super chat?
24 of his
Yeah.
last 8 balls. So well done.
Yeah.
Excellent acceleration. That much needed for him.
Absolutely. Aqua with another super chat. What happened to Pakistan losing 3 tests to Bangladesh? I would say it is as much of a systemic fall off as it is, in terms of skill. I think currently you can make a solid argument that Bangladesh pound for pound are a better team, at least in Asian conditions, than Pakistan in Test cricket. And I love Bangladesh's pace battery. Nahid Rana is someone who gets me out of my seat, right? Like I genuinely enjoy watching that guy
100%.
bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been outplayed, right, in all 3 test matches. So I would say that skill and good thinking has won Bangladesh these test matches. And again, I'll repeat myself, already done a Pro Sports podcast, which will come out today or tonight later, if it's not out already, because I wouldn't know I'm on this show. You can go check that out. And if not that, then you can wait for tomorrow. I'll be on Wisdom with Phil talking about that game. So, yeah. Yeah, Varun has the most important comment over here. He says, Test cricket hasn't made any sense since 2024. Don't analyze. Well, the Condonese. Amartya, I'll actually entertain this. He says, Behram, joke question, but how would you fix Pakistan cricket? And your answer can only be 5 words. If I speak, big trouble. 5 words. Anyway.
You have
Last over.
interaction.
What? Hinge isn't bowling the last over.
I thought Hinge was bowled out, hasn't he?
No. Has he?
Oh.
Anyway, Shakib is in and he's been lofted by Jason Holder over the covers for a double.
Yeah.
Gujarat 160 for 4 in 19.1 overs.
Not bad.
Yeah,
not
why isn't
bad.
Praful
Yeah,
bowling, man? He had an over.
strange.
Very strange. He
I think-
was 2 for 17 in 3 overs. You can't
I
not
mean,
bowl out your
Hinge
best bowler.
had the better day. He'd had the better day tonight, but they're probably sort of backing Sakib here because he's also been the better bowler through the season. So they just want to give him a bit more sort of support that way.
No,
it's a
it's
50-50
about
call.
it's about finishing in the top 2. This is not one of those games where you can just fuck around. So I would have given it to Hinge.
No, but Sakib hasn't done too badly at the death in the last few games. So they've probably marked him or logged him in as their designated death overs bowler along with Malinga. So
Yeah.
I kind of get that.
Okay, I'll agree, but they should have bowled him out prior. I know
Yeah,
it's not
that's-
Hinge. I know it's Hinge. I will call him Hinge. Deal with it. Oh, it's one of those wide reviews which we all
Yeah.
adore.
But good on at Procast 89 to phonetically spell it out. I mean, in case We didn't know that
He,
already.
he must have joined the stream later, right? Because I gave the disclaimer early on. How can you not call him Hinge? Like, I don't know. But this was a fun comment by our mate Bhargav, who says, "Why wouldn't you bowl him? That's unhinged." And then
Lovely.
he's a
Nicely done.
funny fellow. He's definitely someone who subscribes to self-deprecating humor because he then goes on to say, "I'll let myself out." So
It's all right.
I appreciate that. Okay. Deepak, what do you mean by that? Last one is PSL final victory. Last what?
No clue.
Okay, so this
Man,
will take a
just get on
while.
with this review. Fine.
Move on. Move on. Listen, you muppet. That's another thing I'll never get over. I'll continue to do this for the rest of my career, along with saying science is the man. Those are, by and large, the two best moments in cricket podcast history.
If I ever get to meet Khwaja, that's the only thing I want to know. How did he hold himself back? How?
Well, he did. He did have a moment where he went, right? Like,
I would have literally rolled on the floor laughing. I wouldn't have been able to hold myself back. Oh,
what's funnier is that Saeed Ajmal is that guy, right? He is the one who will say something like that. What fucking science, man? Science is the man. Man can do anything.
And it required a certain lack of self-awareness from Ajmal to still go through it with it and continue.
I think he's very self-aware. He's just so comfortable in his skin, which is what I love him for. For instance, back when I was consuming content, I used to watch his YouTube channel, and he will take the wrong name and he will stick with it. He will say J Root. Yeah, he did back in the day at least. And he will just call him J Root consistently. And I'd be like, yeah, he is J Root. That's his first syllable.
We have a version of that in India. I don't know if I'm allowed to take out. I mean, it's Anjum Chopra. Like, she has a YouTube channel filled with mistakes, like glaring errors. And you're like, ma'am, you're an ex-cricketer. No.
Well, it's another one of those awkward shots by Washi, and should have been a 2. It's only a single, but that single, will take him to 50 of 32 deliveries. And at one point, he was like 25 of 23. At least I remember that bit. Varun knows the exact numbers always, so he'll tell you in the comments soon ahead. Or not soon ahead, soon after. And 50 of 32 unbeaten. I think ultimately he's somewhat, washed away his sins. Yeah, he has salvaged his innings.
First 25 runs, 22 balls. Next 25 runs, 10 balls. So not bad at all. But excellent over so far from Saqib here.
He was 22 of 25?
25 of 22. I said first 25 runs, 22 balls. Next 25 runs, 10 balls.
No, I'm pretty sure he was 25 of 23, buddy. Very sure.
Oh, all right. There you go. Then 9 balls for his next 25.
But can you double check for me? Because this is going in the notes.
I know Sai Sud was 25 of 23. Let me check if Washi was also 25 of 23. Alrighty. Arey bhai, kya karta hai?
Anyway, here's the last 2 ballers of the innings. Shakib will get a wicket, surely. Washi will fall, and he does. Good catch by Ishan Kishan, leaping forward. And that's the end of what ultimately turned out to be quite an enterprising knock by Washington Sundar. Departs for a 33 ball 50.
Yeah.
22 awkward shots. Okay, I've noted that down. The awkward shots were my favorite.
I mean, as long as they were effective, that's all that matters. So fair enough. Fair play to him.
Yep.
But again,
I mean,
can't
he's
stress
having
enough. This has been a
interesting series. He's having an interesting IPL with the bat, right? Like, it's been topsy-turvy.
Yeah. That is true.
What were you saying?
But can't stress enough on the fact that Saqib, this has been a brilliant over so far from him. No bounties conceded, just 6 runs of the first 5 balls. If he can somehow close this out without conceding a bounty and restrict them to whatever, 166, 165, fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff.
Well, he definitely has a fan in our man Akshay over here.
Oh yeah.
And I like how, Sunrisers were a team that we thought couldn't bowl, and then now they have a bowling attack. So that's a fun story.
That's really true. Really true. I mean, what, one, two? They not have four of these spacers in their starting 11 of the first game. Pat Cummins was in there. Saqib Hussain was in there. Neither was Praful Hinge. They've somehow just conjured a bowling attack, and even Shivang, I think, did not play the first game. So four bowlers who weren't a part of the first game, and they've somehow managed to turn that around. So well done on their part to actually course correct through the season.
Anyway, the last ball of the innings has been pulled away for 4 by Tewatia. So Gujarat will end with 168 for 5 in 20 overs, and Sunrisers will have to chase down 169 in the second innings to go top of the IPL table. Now, many of you will say they probably chase this down in 12, but the pitch isn't as straightforward. However, if dew creeps in, then this should be straightforward for Sunrisers. I still have them as firm favourites to chase this down. And I mean, some really, really good bowling performances. I know that, Shakib has gone for some runs, 2 for 37, but it was a really decent death over, at least the last over that he bowled. And Praful Hinge, or Praful Hinge, my man, he removed Gill off his second delivery and then Butler off his seventh. He was 2 for 10 in 2 power play overs and ended up with 2 for 17 in 3 overs. I still think, if not the death over, then he should have been bowled out prior. Cummins was brilliant. None for 8 in 2 power play overs, 1 for 20 overall. And then there were a couple of drops, 2 caught and bowled chances. Sai Sudarshan was gone for 9, had Nitish Kumar Reddy caught him off his own bowling, and then Holder was gone for 5, had Ishan Malinga caught him off his own bowling. So in terms of the batters, Sai Sudarshan, 38 ball 50, 61 of 44, which wasn't as good a knock ultimately as Washington's, I suppose. 50 of 33 for him, after being 25 of 22. So before we go on break, any last thoughts? Akshay, are you still with me for the second innings?
Yeah, I will be there. And I think it's just the two of us, because I thought I saw Rob message. Yeah, he mentioned that he's got a fuck ton of work, so he might not be joining us.
That's sad. I'm going to miss you, Rob. Hopefully, I'll get to talk to him about the dropped catches in the post show, because obviously that's necessary, right? It can't be a fun day without talking to Rob Barron about dropped catches. Anyway, thank you everyone for staying with us throughout in the first innings. I know there was a lot of talk which wasn't about cricket, but that'll change in the second innings because Sunrisers are playing. They're batting. And before we go there, I suppose we'll quickly just answer the super chat by Sameet Khan, who says, Behram, how strong is Pakistan's A2 pipeline over the next few years? Since foundational changes is a long-term solution in the short run, only hard A2 grind can realistically shrink the skill gap in red ball cricket. I hope they're planning lots of tours because they've got a decent, second string team as well. A tours, I agree, are really beneficial when it comes to, kind of upskilling in red ball cricket. And India does this really well, as do, the big three, all those 3 teams. So they have a decent pipeline. I will say this, the Shaheens have done well in recent times, right? At least in white ball. But it's the red ball grind, as you say, that really, really helps you kind of improve as a cricketer. So I hope that they have scheduled things because the pipeline is there. There's no pipeline issue. Maybe there's a fast bowler pipeline issue, which is ironic, to say the least. But there's Ali Raza. Maybe you can give some game time to Ali Raza. Anyway, thank you for staying with us in the first innings, guys. We will be back after a break, in this innings break, and we'll join you once again, Akshay and myself, for the second innings. And yeah, till then, you guys take a breather as well. We'll see you very, very shortly, and we'll be back soon enough on Combox. See ya.
Cricket has never finished at the close of play. It lives in the arguments, the memories, the comment sections. Cricket makes you talk. Combox is entering that chat. Top 5 and a bottom 5. How will that shake out? We have no idea. But instead of dwelling on that, we're assembling the teams in an order that will not be replicated next week. Welcome to the IPL Power List. My latest book is The Art of Batting. It delves deep into how the best players ever made their runs. Get your copy today. Punjab has lost to Gujarat and also lost to Rajasthan. The Seamers went for plenty while defending 222 against Rajasthan, but they were 47 for 5 in the 9th over when batting first. They did rescue themselves from that, so the depth was tested and it passed. It's just that they didn't win the game. And I say with flying colours, I'm not sure it's flying colours if you lose the game. But we wondered if they could lose, and they did, twice. Their best batting phase has been the power play. In fact, it might be anyone's best batting plays this season. It is absolutely ridiculous. They're almost 2 runs and over quicker than Travashek. Priyan Jaria's strike rate is more than 250, and Prab Simran is in the high 170s. And when Cooper Conley comes in, he's doing okay as well. Their best bowling phase, though, is the middle overs. Even though they haven't really picked up many wickets, they're pretty good at not going for runs at this point. Chahal and Vaishak have taken quite a few wickets, and when Marco Janssen is around, he's doing well at going slowly. So after a couple of tricky games, they have at least one more when they travel to the Sunrisers, and after that, it's Delhi and Mumbai. They're also moving where the home games are, so there's a lot going on with Punjab at the moment. But the rest of their schedule is spread out between good teams, middling teams, and bad teams. But when you've lost 2 games in a row, do you really want to have to travel to Sunrisers to play a game? They might lose 3 in a row here, but then after that, they have a little bit of respite. RCB lost at Gujarat this week. High-intent Virat Kohli looked like $1 million against Rabada, but then went out trying to smash him. Devdutt Padikkal was the top run scorer, but they had their 3rd major collapse of the season. Their best batting phase is the power play. Virat Kohli is as solid as ever and can find 4s with ease. And Devdutt Padikkal is now smashing 6s. Phil Salt had a couple. Started losing all the time. Teams in the middle that were pretty poor suddenly got really good. And the teams at the very bottom, well, they're still there. Now, onto the show. This is my Lotus sofa from FlexiSpot. I got it to watch cricket on. That has not happened yet. I know the Lotus sofa offers adjustable recline that goes down to 145 degrees. But I can't show you that because my cats are always on this chair. It also has full body support with spacious seats. Clearly, this also means the same for the cats because look at them. It has smooth movement. Well, I think it does. The cats basically just lay here. It comes with hidden storage. And no, I'm not putting a cat in there. This chair can hold 159 kilograms. But we've not stress tested it yet because mostly it has either 3.1 or 4.3 kilograms, or maybe the two of them combined. So what we have here is a sofa ideal for watching cricket, I think, but even better for sleeping 18 hours a day. Head over to FlexiSpot and pick up your Lotus sofa right now to please your cat today. RCB won versus Mumbai and then lost against LSG. They played 2 thrillers against the 2 worst sides in the league. Bhuvi Kumar and Pandya were incredible in the win over Mumbai, while Patidar and Tim David tried their absolute best to beat Lucknow. I don't know if 1-1 is any good at all. Their pace bowling has been good. In the power play, Bhuvi goes for no runs and takes a wicket every 2 overs. He's having an all-time great season, not just for him, but for anyone. Josh Hazlewood, though, doesn't quite look like himself. Rafiq Salam has bowled well at times, and Romario Shepherd is conceding nearly 2 runs a ball, but he did find a pitch that worked for him the other day. The spin bowling has been decent. Both the RCB spinners are conceding less than 9 runs and over, but Suryash Sharma really hasn't been at his best. He just cannot control his length. Krunal Pandya is one of the most innovative spinners in the league, and we all like his bounces, but he's not been devastating with them. Their next 3 games are KKR, Punjab, and Sunrisers, with the final 2 away from home. Their new ball bowling up against Finn Allen for Kolkata is a really, really interesting one. And their last 2 games are against their best 2 teams and on the road. So a top 2 spot is certainly still in their hands, but it isn't as sure as it was a week ago. The Sunrisers won versus Punjab, and they suddenly look like a juggernaut. It is worth remembering, of course, this was a game where Punjab decided not to take any of the catches. But they still made 235 for 4, and in response, they took a bunch of wickets with the new ball. Their pace bowling has been decent. It's kind of cobbled together a little bit. Eshan Malinga is having a great year. Pat Cummins is back, so he makes it look a little bit stronger. And Sakib Hassan has been incredible after the power play. Nitesh Reddy is faster as well. They haven't even always needed Harshal Patel, and Hinge came in and did well and then disappeared. Their spin bowling, though, is not quite as good. They've got the joint second lowest wickets for any spin attack this year. And 5 of Harsh Dubey's wickets are in the final 5 overs. And 3 of them were against Delhi when the game was over. Shimvan Kumar's been okay, but expensive. It's just not really worked for them. Their next 3 games are Gujarat, CSK, and RCB. So on current form, those look like 3 pretty decent games. And 2 of those sides are desperate to make the playoffs, and the other one is hoping for a top 2 berth. So 2 out of 3 wins is enough for them. But are they good enough to actually push for the top spot? Gujarat beat Rajasthan this week after their openers had a terrific start in the power play. but then they slowed down a little bit after that point. But Washington Sundar made some runs. Mohammad Siraj got the big wicket of Suryavanshi, while Rabada took a couple more. Their pace bowling is the best, right? Rabada and Siraj have worked beautifully together this year, and Rabada's taking new ball wickets, which is more than you can ever ask for, and Siraj is putting lots of pressure on. Prachi Krishna was still doing really well in the middle overs, but he's not actually in the side anymore. And Jason Holder's come in, though, and he's been fantastic. And the spin bowling's been good. I mean, it's basically been Rashid Khan on his own because Sai Kishore has been hidden from us forever. Washington Sundar doesn't actually bowl. Rashid hasn't been good all year, but he's 7 for 84 in his last 12 overs, which is a pretty fantastic sign if they can sneak into the finals. They've got one big game against Sunrisers and then KKR and CSK. So it's not straightforward because those two teams are getting better, but they have a genuine chance of making the playoffs. And also, they've been playing all the best teams for ages. They'll be happy to play teams that aren't actually already in the playoffs. And weirdly enough, despite the fact they haven't had a particularly great season, a top 2 spot is still within their grasp. Punjab lost both of their games this week. And with the Sunrisers, that was an away game, and it could have gone better if they'd held on to their catches, although they were winning games earlier in the year without taking any. At Dharamshala, they had a very strong power play on either side of the ball, but for the rest of the game, Delhi probably outplayed them. Their pace bowling has been awful, and it doesn't really make sense when you look at the names involved. Arshdeep has been their most economical quick this year, and he's gone at just a fraction under 10 and over. And apart from him, no one has looked like a threat with the new ball. Their seamers don't get whacked for many in the middle, but they don't really strike there either. And at the death, the only bowler that they've had any success with has been Vaishak and Vijay Kumar. Marco Janssen and Xavier Butler have been less than whelming. Their spin bowling has been mixed. No team has used fewer overs of the turning ball than they have. Harpreet Brar has only bowled 4 overs in a game, which means their entire spin bowling department has been carried by Yuzi Chahal. And considering most of the drop catches have come off him, he's been okay. In fact, he's been positive on true economy and wickets. But it's still been a bit of a mixed campaign from him. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it doesn't really matter who Punjab play from here on in. They just actually have to win some games. I mean, their fate is in their own hands. They were massively ahead of everyone, and they've just gone on a huge slump. I don't think that means they're finished for the year or anything like that. But form for them and Rajasthan has just sort of dropped out. So they have a game against Mumbai and a game against LSG coming up. If you pencil those two down for wins, suddenly things change quite dramatically. But they also have to play RCB, so they're still hanging on. Rajasthan lost against Gujarat this week. Jofra Archer bowled an 11-ball first over to start the proceedings, or maybe not start them, if we're being honest. Their spinners did well to slow them down in the middle, but they were never really in the chase when it came to it. They just kept losing regular wickets. Their pace bowling has been par. Now, think about this, because the reason that they were so good early in the year was because Jofra Archer and Nandre Berger were incredible. Nandre Berger is not even playing anymore. Brijesh Sharma has been okay in the middle overs, especially as a sort of 4th or 5th option, but he's not particularly good with the new ball. Sandeep Sharma isn't currently playing, and Tesha Deshpande is, as he always is, fabulously up and down. Their spin bowling, though, has been very good. They've got 3 new spinners on their roster: Ravi Bishnoi, Ravi Jadeja, and Yash Raj Punja. Bishnoi had an incredible start to the year and hasn't really done much since then. Jadeja's been very good as a defensive spinner, especially mixing up his paces when needed. And Punja has been good. He's only played a couple of games, but he's massively tall and bowls leg spin. What's not to like? Their next 3 games are Delhi, LSG, and Mumbai. So even though they've lost an extra game compared to the teams in the top 4, they still have a very genuine chance of making the playoffs. And they're not playing a game until the 17th of May, so they get plenty of time to just sit around and think about it. And then they've got 3 easy games to finish the year. So yes, they haven't been good for quite some time now, but they do have a chance to turn it around very quickly. CSK won both of their games this week against LSG and Delhi. Now, neither of those sides are particularly good, but CSK had to win, and they did. And remember, Lucknow were doing really, really well in their game before Overton again came in, and then Oval played ridiculously well, although they still almost lost that game. They bowled very well against Delhi on a slow pitch, and bowling well has been very good for them, as has Sanju Samson. Their pace bowling has been good. Anshul Kambodge has been the pick of the bowlers for CSK this year. He has a very simple method, and he just nails it over and over again. Jamie Overton has been really good in the middle overs for them, and he has a very simple method, and he does it over and over again. This is a bowling attack who knows exactly what they want to do, and recently have been doing it. Although it should be said, those two guys I mentioned have taken almost all their seam bowling wickets. Their spin bowling has been very good. Noor Ahmed started a little bit ropey at the beginning of the season, but he's been getting better and better as the year has gone on. He's taken at least one wicket in each of the last 5 games and hasn't gone for 8 runs and over. And Akil Hassan coming in has been very, very good for them. Their next 3 games are at LSG and then versus Sunrisers, and then they're going to Gujarat. So they kind of have to win the next game, right? And then they have to win one of the next 2 after that. In fact, they kind of have to go 3-0. It's not impossible, but it is very tough from here. Their net run rate is not the worst. KKR won at Delhi this week. In fact, Delhi collapsed from 74 for 1 in the 8th over to 89 for 5. And that meant that KKR could really choke the flow of runs. And then, of course, there was Finn Allen. This is exactly the way that they should have been winning all year. It's just that they have not been winning all year. Their pace bowling has been below par, but we knew that was going to be the case beforehand. Kartik Tyagi and Vaibhav Arora have done their best, but they are not really frontline bowlers. Cameron Green eventually bowled, and he's been pretty expensive. Vaibhav has actually been quite good at the death. The only problem is that you really want him at the start, and they actually haven't played Patharana at all at the moment. There is a lot of issues with them as a fast bowling unit, but their spin bowling is absolutely magnificent. Ever since Varun Chakravarti's return to form, it would not be an exaggeration to say that they are the best spin attack in this tournament. Sunil Narayan has been unhittable as usual, and Anakul Roy has chipped in with 8 wickets in about 20 overs at less than 9s. They're going up against RCB, Gujarat, Mumbai, and then Delhi right at the end of the season. And because they have games in hand, they're actually placed better than Delhi. Although we love the game, but we love the stories. Fans have stories. Former players have stories. Journalists have stories as well. Combox brings them all together. The game lives on.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Combox Live, where the game lives on. And it's just me, Behram, for now, because Akshay, I think, is probably busy finishing his dinner or something. And hopefully he'll join us super soon. And the innings has started, the second innings. Sunrisers require 169 runs to win this and go top of the IPL table. 3 plays and misses by Travis Head, by the way. So Siraj is on one. He's looking really, really good out there. First 2 balls, he beat Travis's outside edge, and now off the third, he's beat his inside edge. So the ball is doing a bit for Mia Magic. And in a bit of a pickle, Travis Head. And Captain Fish and Trips, Rob Barron might join me for the post-show. For now, I've heard that he's swamped with work. So maybe not for the watch-along, which is always unfortunate because we love Rob. Rob Barron, Hive, assemble. But I'm hoping Akshay joins me soon, because how long can I talk alone? And that is in the air. Leading edge, gone. Mohammad Siraj has removed Travis Head for a copper duckling. Sunrisers lose their first in 4 deliveries. And Travis Sheikh did not even manage to score a run today. The partnership is broken and Head will have to make that long walk back to the pavilion. Amazing stuff by Siraj. That's exactly the sort of start that Gujarat would have wanted, and they've gotten it courtesy of their right arm quick, who bowls with a lot of heart. All right then. Come on, Akshay. Don't leave me alone. I mean, it's a good thing I decided to go solo, because who would have called this wicket otherwise, right, guys? So I saved the day. Behram to the rescue. And Jared is also not available.
Right on cue, Behram. Your wish is my command.
Akshay is back. He is apparently my genie, and I have 2 more wishes to go. So my last wish will not be to let you go free. I'm not Aladdin. Rest assured. I will probably ask for unlimited wishes as my last wish. I'll rig the system. You could probably fit into a lamp. I think you're tiny enough to fit into a lamp. So this might just work.
I mean, this is a conversation Deepak has had a couple of times now. How tall do you think am I?
I think you actually might be a lanky fellow. So 6 feet.
All right, fair. Close enough. I'm 6'2".
Oh, no way. You're taller than I am. I'm at 6 feet on the dot.
Yeah. Like Deepak couldn't wrap his head around the fact that I'm tall. He was like, "You look very short for some reason." I'm
Really?
like,
No. I think you have a tallish look. It's just that you are petite, which is again a compliment. I wish I was petite.
all right, I'll take that.
Yeah, but I'm a big guy. Big guy. Big guy. Big guy. And so is Siraj because he's gotten Travis Head. Small guys can't do that.
How did he dismiss him?
Leading edge, all the way to third man, caught safely. Copper duck. So Travis Shake is done. No jumpsuit. I'm 6 feet tall, dude. Andy B, I've just got a good face card. It saves me. And I will be fit again. I'm on that journey. Don't worry. So maiden over, wicket maiden to begin for Gujarat. Mohammad Siraj doing wonders. What a start.
Excellent start, and yeah, like we discussed at the close of the first innings, this surface is definitely not going to be straightforward for SRH to chase 168 down, or 169 down. So yeah, they will have to be slightly wary with the new ball, especially because Siraj and Rabada is also now going to come from the other end, who's been in scintillating form in the last few games. So they shouldn't, just go after him for no reason.
I'm sorry, did you say that they will be wary? Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said they should be wary, not they will be. They should be wary. They won't be, that's a different thing.
This is a really fun comment by Richard. He says, Behram, fair play to you, lad. You've gone through the WWE classic heel to hero, the Randy Orton of Combox. I was never a heel. And that is a 6.5. What a shot by Abhishek Sharma. This guy gets off the mark, first ball with a 6-over long off. This is why we watch this team, because they've got the likes of Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head and Ishan Kishan and Heinrich Klaassen. Even if you get one of them, there are plenty more that you have to contend with. But yeah, Richard, I would argue that I was always hero. I was misunderstood. And some of the hate that I cop is just natural. But to the credit of all of you guys who have been watching these watch-alongs, I haven't nearly got enough hate, which is honestly new to me. I'm not used to this.
I was about to say most villains actually start off by saying that, they've been misunderstood. So, what's happened
What
there?
a save. It missed Butler, and that ball had a lot of lateral movement as well. But first slip has saved some buys over here, 4 of them to be exact. And, well, that's a fun delivery. Abhishek tried to smash Rabada once again on the offside.
Ooh, very late. That curve, very late. Oof.
He rolled his fingers. And this time it's another dot. So let's see. Let's see how quickly Sunrisers bat over here, because the target isn't massive. Like 169 should be chased over here. Let's see what the due situation is like as well as this innings progresses. Rashid Khan's overs. Actually, yeah, he actually bowls really well with the wet ball, or has bowled really well with the wet ball throughout his career. But this is not Rashid in his prime, although he's been good this IPL season. He's been pretty good. I've enjoyed watching him bowl. And I've caught a few Gujarat games. Ooh! Oh! All right, cramps him for room. And Abhishek Sharma ultimately just chops on in the most weird fashion, right? Like it hits his body. He's all cramped up, and then it goes and just, dislodges the bails. So, yeah, Sunrisers in more than a bit of a pickle now. They are 2 down for 6 runs in 1.4 overs, and Gujarat's new ball bowlers, the pair of Siraj and Rabada in particular, have really rattled the Sunrisers over here.
Told you, be wary. I mean, it's not even such a, you're not even chasing something very high. 168, 169 can be done with, again, I know, I'm just, there's no point. But
it's crazy how I was very excited that, I'm finally getting to do a watch along on one of the Sunrisers games, and now both of Travis Shake is gone. I don't know what Aliza is doing over here opening the door, but she's got food for me. I can't eat food, but if you want to get me some chai, okay. Yeah, that'd be great.
the chai is where
meet
you draw the
Aliza.
line.
I'll tell her to come on the camera for a bit.
Sure.
All right then. 6 for 2 Sunrisers in 1.4 overs. And now we've got Smaran Ravichandran over here who I know nothing about. So fill me in.
So Smaran is from my part of the country. He's from Karnataka, not Bangalore, but yeah, he's done a lot of good things in domestic cricket. Made his debut last season. So across the formats at the domestic level, he's been scoring mountains of runs. First
Okay.
opportunity, yeah. I mean, this is his second innings, technically, if I'm not wrong, or third innings, sorry. First innings, he got out very quickly. Second innings wasn't too bad. This is third innings. He's not done much right now so far in the IPL, but again, a name to watch out for. Definitely, a Team India contender in the future.
All right. I mean, a 76 batting average of 76 in first class cricket, according to Doc Alchemist. And Abhijit Shivanandan is saying Robbie rates Smaran very highly. But do we trust Robbie and Akshay, two Karnataka boys? Is there a bit of bias going on over here? I don't care about that because Ishan Kishan has done what Ishan Kishan does best. He's flicked the ball up and over the fence for 6. Now we're watching the Sunrisers doing Sunrisers things. Alrighty.
As long as he doesn't get out in the next couple of deliveries, then it's fine.
Well, I just want to see fireworks, guys. That's why I'm here. I particularly picked this game, even though I have such a busy day today. I was like, no, I have to have one Sunrisers game under my belt. And this was a pretty massive game in terms of context because winner goes top of the table. So, I feel like Gujarat really do need to win this one because it might get complicated after that. Punjab, if they win one more game, will have 15 points, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And that'll make things tricky for Gujarat.
I think whoever wins today, if I'm not wrong, also is assured of a spot in the playoffs. They do qualify as well because I don't think more than 4 teams will reach 16. I'm not sure if I have to check this, but if I'm not wrong, from what I remember, whoever wins tonight also confirms a playoff spot. Ooh, what a drive, Smaran!
All right then. Driven through the covers by Smaran for 4. Maybe Robbie and Akshay are onto something over here, man. That's a pretty good shot, and that's the first runs that Siraj has conceded this evening off his 7th delivery. As a result of that boundary, Sunrisers are now 17 for 2 in 2.1 overs. And Abhijit, I know you were listening to the Pro Sports podcast because you always make it there. Some of you who live in India might have to use VPN because they banned us in India for God knows what reason. Well, we all know the reason. But it's all good. We still get a lot of traffic because you guys are amazing. And
Behra, meanwhile, you can take Anurag's latest comment as well. He's asking where can he watch your podcast with Saad about the Pakistan game?
yeah, so it is Pro Sports. I think Saad might even upload all of these to Pro Sports Live just because that one isn't banned in India. But Doc Alchemist has said the same. So Pro Sports Live is probably your best bet to go and watch those shows. I think we do the collabs now just because, it sucks, man. We were doing so well. We were hitting unprecedented numbers and then the war happened and they banned us. And, there's so many other channels that probably should have been banned, but they banned us. I was covering Indian cricket quite regularly. We even covered the IPL and, well, you know what? It's okay. It doesn't matter. You guys can just listen to me over here. The reason for the ban is obvious, Sachin. Like, you know the reasons.
I don't think it's even a case of having to read between the lines. The lines are out there. You can just read them straightforward.
The lines are so clear that KG Rabada might snort them. You really set that one up for me.
Nicely done. Yeah.
And he's on the screen now. It's all falling into place. Man, Jumpsuit, there are a lot of haters as well, right? So a lot of people from India will also watch our shows, and some of them must have gotten pissed, and they'd be like, why are these guys still not unbanned? It happens. I'm not pissy about it. I do what I do because I love what I do. And if some people are not allowed to watch it, then what can I do about that? Yeah, Anurag, I don't do that stuff anymore because I'm doing so much else that it wasn't feasible to continue the show with Ali. It's a daily show and, I had a kid and everything. And the T20 World Cup, I couldn't possibly have covered it for 3 platforms. It's just impossible to do that. Not feasible. Anyway, there's another super chat by Andy B 2021 who says, was gutted when CSK took Orville ahead of Smaran. Was that a chance? Was that a chance, Akshay? We're going to have to watch the replay, but Ishan Kishan has hit that ball up and over mid-on for 4. I think KG Rabada was in with a shout to catch that. And that would have been a massive wicket. That could have been a fatal blow. Because Ishan is... Nah, not going to call that a drop, man. If anything, he tried.
To be honest, now that I've seen it on second replay, I think he mistimed his jump and it just about evaded his clutches. I think had he timed his jump to perfection, there was just, again, it was a very difficult take, but had he timed it to perfection, I think there was a catch there. But yeah, it's very hard because it was hit with ferocious power, so there was hardly any time to react to it. So I'll cut him some slack.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Ishan Kishan really, even when he mistimes, then it races off the bat. And this time it's a bit of a late cut. No boundary though, just a single. And I mean, Andy Orville's done well for CSK. So I don't know if CSK would have the same opinion. I know Rob Barron would not have the same opinion as you. Because Rob Barron is literally the biggest Orville fan out there. Yeah.
That's true.
Also,
Smaran's
Anurag, I'm willing to ask you this. Actually, I meant to ask you this. That if you discovered me from Ali the Common Man show, does that mean that you got to Combox through there? Because I've been doing good areas Combox for over 3 years now. So if that's the case, then brownie points for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Take a screenshot, share it with Jared. Will help you whenever you have to.
Yep. Rabada's back,
Elbow,
and is that a wicket? And the umpire raises the finger of death. Ishan Kishan will have to walk back to the pavilion for a 7-ball 11. Gujarat are all over the Sunrisers, who are now 3 down for 23 in 3.1 overs. And my God, the one time I get excited to watch them bat, they forget how to bat. Fuck this.
Oh man, that's Hyderabad's top 3 done and dusted. Oof. Top ball. Lens ball just outside off stump. Nothing much Ishan could have done apart from probably not waft at it. Oh man.
Well, Rabada has his or exacts his revenge then. He could have caught Ishan Kishan on 6 and he's dismissed him off his 7th delivery. This is cinema. Gujarat fans will be roaring because, I mean, what a start to the second innings this is for them. Their new ball bowlers have, Sunrisers on their heels. Is that even on their knees? Is that too sexual? I don't know. Some phrase. And let me see if stream 1 is back. Or am I on stream 1? I've lost. Yeah, no, we're good. Yes, Rabada did compensate for the Rob drop. I saw your comments. That was definitely a Rob drop. So, what a start, man. Sunrisers lose their top 3 and now it's up to Klaasen, really. Who is an orange cap contender, isn't he? Does he still have it? He's always wearing an orange cap, which is funny, but...
Klaasen is there and thereabouts. Yeah.
And off the mark with the first ball with a single. And Sachin, I cannot share the stream with you because this is our work stream. If I start sharing this stream, then that would just probably get me into trouble. It's a paid stream. We have a login. IPL isn't on in Pakistan. The stream is the reason I get to do these watch-alongs. What did you have for dinner?
I haven't had my dinner entirely. I was halfway through dinner when I realized that the second innings is already begun. But I've been eating these. I was talking to you about low-fat paneer, right? So it's high protein. It's a very lean form of protein. So I've been doing these chilas. Do you know what a besan chila is?
No, I actually don't know what that is.
It's like a version of dosa, but made out of besan because besan is also high on protein, or it's a lot more healthier.
So you're telling me that I can have pakoras in my diet? Is that what you're hinting towards?
Yeah, probably the frying part there, the fried bit is what
air fried. Air fried pakoras, baby.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. In fact, just a while back, I had some air fried gobi. I love gobi. I think I told you last time. I love gobi.
You've mentioned this, and I low-key judged you for it because I just think gobi is really, really bland. Anyway, it seems like my chai is here.
Oh, lovely.
Wife of the millennium has made sure that I don't sleep during this innings. You want to come say hi?
Hi, guys. Hi.
Hello. How are you? I don't think she can hear us.
She won't.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't hear anything.
No worries. Great to see you.
Are you done with work?
No.
Okay.
Slaving away.
Best of luck. All right. Oh, that's a crisply timed punchy shot on the offside for 4. So Heinrich Klaassen scores his first boundary of the evening. Eliza did not close the door, I think. So the AC is going to lose its touch. Air fried, low fat paneer pakora, whoever you are, Doc Alchemist,
my.
seems like you're onto something, buddy. And yes, Richard, that was my wife, Eliza. That's what they'd call her in certain parts of the world. Gyanded says SRH batters and LSG management are having a low IQ off. Well, I kind of have to agree with Akshay now. Maybe they were better off seeing off the new ball and then just going berserk later. And now they find themselves in a situation where they have to claw their way back in this innings and might get tough.
Unnecessary.
Guys want chai
Nothing like a
ASMR?
good cup of chai.
I can give you chai ASMR. Give me a super chat and I'll give you chai ASMR.
How do you like your chai? Like, is there a specific sort of concoction that you prefer? Adrak, ya phir, like something else?
Bro, I'm a very simple guy. I'm a tea bag person. Oh, damn, that sounds really wrong. I am a tea bag chai person.
I learned all of this very late in life. I learned this like 6-7 months ago. There's teabagging. There's so many terms that were used, and I had no clue, absolutely no clue. And I genuinely, like a fool, assumed, like, I took it for what it meant. Teabagging, matlab, theek hai, it must be tea bag, using tea bags or something.
Oh, you sweet boy.
It was bad.
Damn.
Yeah.
That must have been a culture shock for you. Another play and a miss. Siraj has beaten the outside edge multiple times. And, yeah, so
you're a chai over coffee person?
I am a chai over coffee person. It's not like I don't like coffee, but a good cup of chai, nothing can beat. And it's not that I only like tea bag tea. I will have any sort of chai, but the one thing I don't like is sugar. I don't like sugar in my chai. Straight up.
That's the biggest reason I don't like chai, because it's too sweet for my liking. I'm a coffee person through and through. And again, where I come from, so Chikmagalur and all, these are parts of Karnataka that are known for their coffee. In fact, coffee was brought into South Asia, to all of South Asia in Chikmagalur. Like, there was this guy who came in from Ethiopia, who sort of landed himself in Chikmagalur, and this is like 500, 600 years ago. So fascinating.
Good guy, didn't end up colonizing the place, just sold his coffee, right?
That's
we
true.
like those sort of people. Also, Prithvi, you're saying my wife, Borat. I'll give you one more try as to who I was imitating. I want to apologize to my wife. Still nothing?
Too funny. Like,
yeah, well, that's a fun moment, I suppose, in our sports history. Super chat by Rudra. Rudra Patel says, this is set up for Smaran to make his name out there and also Akshay's name as Nostradamus for the game. Right? Oxtradamus. Well, I mean, look, they've backed him. Smaran, both of Robbie and Akshay and a few people in the comment section. So I'm actually looking forward to watch his innings as well. And Berserk, I am half Kashmiri and I love pink tea. But I do prefer it salty, I would say. Yeah.
So half Kashmiri, half Punjabi, is that?
So maybe half Kashmiri for sure, because my maternal side, back in the day, they were in Baramulla, and then they moved to Amritsar. Yeah, they moved to Amritsar for work. And after that, during partition, my grandmother was on the train when they moved to Lahore. I think they went to Lahore, then they went to Peshawar, whatever. So mom's side is totally Kashmiri. Like, so I'm 50% Kashmiri, but the other half, they might be Punjabi, they might be something else, but what they really were hungover post-colonially. So my dad's side was very British in their ways. Table manners, wear proper clothes, suit up, that sort of stuff, which I don't endorse that either. As you can see, I'm a very casual guy. They would not have appreciated it if I lived back in the day. But yeah, so for me, it was a very interesting sort of mix, right? Mom's side was fun, very, very loving, extremely loving. And you know, we'd wait all year to go to Karachi where my nano lived and we'd spend summer vacations and winter vacations over there. But then dad's side, it's not like I didn't learn something from them. They were very disciplined. They were pretty focused on education. And
That's good.
yeah, there were some really progressive qualities on that side of the family. So I had a really good mix.
That's nice. So that's what Sindh. There's Punjab, of course, through Islamabad. There's Kashmir. So a lot of different parts, sort of nicely coming through.
Yeah, I throw in Canada over there because I had my formative years in that country, and I
course.
feel like they made me who I am, right? Like there's a big Canadian element to me as well. I'm very woke or politically correct, and I do try not to offend people, and I generally like the pacifism and the niceness comes from there, I suppose. Which a lot of people will tell you is all fake and made up because I'm trying to sell an image so that I can, in turn, be a part of some sort of propaganda machinery, of course. That's exactly what I'm doing, right? And no, True Blue, it's not Tim Payne either. So you guys will have to think a bit more.
Wait, what
I've
are you
got
talking about?
The imitation of my wife.
Oh,
All right, aboard soul. We are one and the same, buddy. I also bond really hard with our good friend Himanish Ganju because we share that Kashmiri strain and we talk about food a lot. And yeah, so one thing you don't need to know about Kashmiris is that even the dal will have meat. What a ball. What a delivery by KG Rabada. Bloody hell. And Siraj bowled a brilliant over before that. So Gujarat, I mean, they were 34 for 2 in their power play. And they've forced Sunrisers to have a worse one. And this ball nearly trims the bales of Smaran. I mean, it's a good baptism for him facing KG Rabada, right? Baptism by cocaine.
oops. I think I was on mute when I said that. I was saying I missed that ball because my stream was buffering a lot. I see the replay now. Wow. That's a
Every
top notch.
day I'm buffering. All right, there's another super chat. This one's directed at you by Karthik Akshay. He says, tried some Kopi Luwak.
Yes.
Have no clue what
yes,
that is,
sir.
but it sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's a Malaysian drink, if I'm not wrong. So I've tried in Bangalore and I've also tried it in Singapore. Beautiful
Alright.
stuff. Beautiful stuff. Yeah.
Okay, well,
I
then-
love cold coffees. Not cold coffee, cold brews more specifically
Okay.
because I don't like milk in my coffee. Oof, too good.
I've obviously had Yakhni aboard Soul. Everyone's had Yakhni, bro. What a pull shot. But it's going to be, oh no! Has he shelled it? I think Mohammad Siraj has shelled it. Yes, he
Let me
has.
see.
And he's very disappointed.
Oh,
is the
he's
second
connected
drop.
that. Oh
Second
my
drop of
word,
the
he's
innings
missed
if
it
you-
in the lights, I feel.
If
Yeah.
you count the Rabada drop, then this is the second one of the innings. And, well, that's going to sting. Because Gujarat had this whole innings wrapped up, had Siraj held on over there, and it should have been caught, realistically. I mean, that's at this level, you can't be dropping those. I think he misjudged
Not
that.
Malaysian. Yeah, 100% he misjudged it. I want to say he lost it in the lights because the trajectory was also fairly sort of, in the vicinity of how the lights come in, like in that region itself, but I'm not too sure. Also, it's Indonesian, not Malaysian.
Okay.
Thanks for correcting me. Who aboard Soul. It's also, it's pooped out by civets, not bears. It's that civet, like civets, they basically consume these coffee beans and they poop it out. Whatever they poop out, the feces and all, it's roasted, dry roast. And
This is a really enterprising conversation. I'm glad that I was here for it as I sip on my own brew. Thanks for making
love
it even a more enjoyable experience now that I have poop in my head.
That gives the phrase "my own brew" a totally different meaning. My own brew. So yeah.
Anyway, so who did Siraj drop? He dropped Smaran, eh? And Smaran is gone. That's the third power play wicket for KG Rabada. Smaran ultimately really, really poor knock. 15 ball 9. Sunrisers 4 down for 32. KG is on 1. And if anything, that drop kind of helps everything, right? Like, he wastes a few more balls before getting out. Yeah,
geez,
Smaran,
what is it?
our good friend Smaran was on 8 runs when that drop occurred, and he's gone for 9. So, no insult to injury for Siraj. They've both dropped a catch off of each other's bowling, and then it hasn't cost Gujarat at all. So,
Yeah. Incredible bowling, but SRHs have been very daft here. Just going through with their shots For some reason, they feel like the surface is very batter friendly and they can just play their shots and get full value for money. When it clearly isn't the case. You've bowled here in the first innings. You've seen exactly how the surface is played. Just bizarre batting so far.
Yeah, very, very bizarre. And quite Sunrisers coded because when they fail gloriously. And this is exactly what you expect. And you know what? Akshay is Nostradamus because he called this. He said that the pitch is tricky. They need to be wary because the high volatility element only brings Gujarat into the game. And that's exactly what's happened. So props to our man for peering through to the future. What we really need to do is just watch our watch-alongs, and we are basically a fortune-telling channel. Right?
There you
Like
go.
we've called so many of these things. I called the Kohli wicket. I called something else that I cannot remember. Oh,
You
the Stubbs
called about
catch.
subs. Yeah, exactly.
The Stubbs
I was
drop.
about to say.
Yeah, the
That was
Stubbs drop
epic. That
catch.
was really epic.
Last ball of the power play and gets a hand on that, the point fielder. It won't be a boundary. It should be 2. So Sunrisers are 34 for 4 after the power play in comparison to Gujarat, who were 34 for 2. Love it. Give me more of it, I suppose. KG Rabada 3 for 22 in his 3 power play overs. Siraj 1 for 11 in his 3 power play overs. So they've been brilliant on the money. They've got the ball to move. And someone, I think a board soul was asking me if I have had Nadru or Nadru. No, I haven't. In fact, there is a distinction in Kashmiri cuisine on either side of the border, and the Srinagar cuisine is what I'm really interested in. There is a restaurant in Rawalpindi that does serve that sort of food, and I'm waiting to find someone to accompany me because I'm not someone who goes to a restaurant alone. And it's in a very obscure part of town, a very busy, old, markety part of town, so it's not easy to get there. I suppose that's what's been holding me back.
Oh, that's
Alright,
through the
so-
gap. Okay.
What are
2
you
runs.
watching? Hey, am I on the
Oh,
previous
shit, that's the
stream?
last. Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's my stream just went back in time. My bad.
All right, Jason Holder is in. First over, post power play. Let's see what Heinrich Klaassen can do. Just nudges it on the onside for a single. We've got another super chat by Rudra Patel. He says, I could have made million had I just trusted Akshay. You could have, man. You really could have. But don't take his word
I mean,
for
the
it all
guy who
time.
said this himself hasn't made millions, so it's all right. It's all right.
Well, Akshay also said that Smaran might do well, and he scored 9 of 15. So, yeah. We'll still give him the win. Riley is, I have played cricket for fun, man. I haven't played cricket professionally. Or even slightly seriously at club level or anything. I haven't. I've been the sort of guy who was a nerd in terms of watching cricket more than playing, but it's not like I can't play. I mean, if we go out there and play some tape ball, I'll probably hit a couple of sixes, take a wicket if I'm lucky. My pace has dropped over the years. As you can imagine, I am 32, right? So if I was a fast bowler in international cricket, unless I was Jimmy Andersoning it, I was done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great reference.
I mean, there are some other guys who've really proved to be, longevity is a thing with Stark, Scotty Boland. Mohammad Abbas is doing all right. Who else do we have? There are a bunch of guys now. Fast bowling has changed. The careers have elongated.
For what it's worth in the IPL.
Bhuvi in the IPL, big one.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, someone did ask me about my cricketing credentials. So again, it'll be a bit of a stretch if I say that I pursued cricket professionally, but that was the aim. I did do that. I did take part in trials. I was shortlisted for trials and everything for the years. So
Okay.
Cup and
What did you do? Like, what was your profile?
So, long story short, I ended my professional career as a leg spinning bowling all rounder. Now I bowl medium pace, or I run in and bowl. I don't even want to call myself a pacer. It feels like a disrespect to all pacers out there. But it more came from a place of just wanting to play cricket to be a bit more active and fit. And I was like, fast bowling is where you actually burn a few more calories. So let
Fair.
me just stick to that, and I can bat.
I mean, if you're a tall guy, fast bowling should suit you. And that's an aerial flick for 4 by Salil. Is it Salil or is it Salil?
Salila.
Salil, yeah. That makes sense. Salil Ankola.
Yes.
Good old
recently, by
Salil
the way,
Ankola?
checked himself- Yeah, he recently checked himself into a mental health institution. He's
Oh,
been diagnosed
shit.
with depression.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So, I
So
mean,
this is a
fingers
guy-
crossed he'll...
Yeah, I mean, quite a fascinating life. Went from cricket, playing for India, to Bollywood, and now, unfortunately, things aren't going his way. So we wish him the best of health. Let's not kind of. So let's all take mental health seriously, and Wishing him the best. NBB. I did not go to the same school as the Backward Point podcast boys. They lived in Karachi, I believe. I live in Islamabad. I went to the same school as Saad, same high school. So that's how we know each other. We weren't the best of friends back then, but we were friends. Okay. So last ball of the holder over has been driven or punched through the covers for at least 2. Oh, it's the 4. That's pedestrian level stuff. Village level fielding from Shubman Gill. He's definitely better than that.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
The fielding in this game, I swear to God, man.
I mean, in all fairness, Bairam, this has been one of the better games to watch, at least when it comes to fielding. If this has thrown you off, then you're lucky you didn't watch yesterday's game.
You're not wrong. I did not watch yesterday's game. I just read a message from Varun later on in the evening where he said, oh, yeah, the finishing anchors won. And I was like, what the fuck? How have Punjab gone from topping the table with ease to maybe not even making the playoffs? It really is a case study. But laughing at nothing over here as a super chat, he says, is Nitish Kumar Reddy injured? Cummins is padded up. I don't know, buddy.
Good question, actually. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. And if I'm not wrong, I was actually thinking about this. I didn't know Salil was a part of the 11 today. I don't think he started. Has he come in as a sub or something? Let me check this. NKR usually is out by now. He's never held back, especially in a situation like this.
You're right. And Salil does bat in the lower middle order, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abhijit, you're not wrong. Somewhere in the UK, Rob Barron is having a nosebleed. It's fun how Rob Barron, even when he isn't here, is always a part of the conversation. So, we love you, Rob. Lots of
Okay, they have
messages in
held
the
back
private
NKR
chat.
for some reason.
Anyway, 43 for 4 Sunrisers in 7.1 overs. Rabada bowling out. Love this, by the way. They don't do enough of it, honestly.
Agreed.
Yeah, if a
Bold
bowler
call,
has had
good call.
3, if a bowler has had 3 brilliant power play overs, just bowl him out, man. Clearly something is happening for him right now, or her. I'm sorry. What is JP Dumini for you, D3 Vev? How has JP Dumini entered the chat?
After okay.
I have no idea. Oh,
What's
top
the-
edge, but there's no fielder there. Oh, there is a fielder there. What is going on with the camera work?
Oh. I think, was it bat and then hit his shoulder too? Was it just the shoulder? Because it lobbed up in the air. It didn't go sort of. If it was just straight off the bat, I think it would have gone a lot more quicker.
No,
Not
it's
sure.
toe-ended, top edge, toe-ended.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah.
Strange.
Oh, are you talking about finishing anchors? I think David Miller is kind of. Oh, or Dhoni. Dhoni's probably the best finishing anchor. He's chopped on. It's hit the stumps and the bails haven't moved. Wowza. It's all happening out there at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. And Sunrisers 44 for 4 and 7.4 overs could have very easily been 44 for 5. And Rudra Patel has a very important question in the Super Chats. How was the feeling in the PSL this season? Can't be worse. I haven't watched all of the IPL, but these guys have spoken so much about the fielding that I feel like it might be worse in the IPL, but it wasn't particularly good in the PSL, buddy. I wouldn't go on and say that, the fielding was brilliant. No, there were errors. There were plenty of errors. But perhaps if you are comparing, then the fact that fielding or bad fielding has been such a talked about point in this IPL, maybe it's been worse, but we probably have the figures for it. Catch, efficiency rates and all of that.
Yeah.
This is probably a question that can be academically answered, so I won't go out on a limb and just say something. Maybe it was worse in the PSL. You have to remember that I also took some time off. I only came back for the PSL come playoffs because I was raising Zoran, who now is a lot easier to raise. Apparently, he started smiling, but he hasn't smiled for me yet, which sucks. He's reserving the smiles for his mom, his grandmother,
Mama's boy.
his cousins. Yeah. Oh, boys are always mama's boys, man. It's daddy's girl and mama's boy.
As long as he doesn't grow up with daddy issues like most South Asians, I think he would have done a decent job.
I'll empower my kid to make his own choices and do what he loves. So yeah, another edge for 4.
Siraj has really given it a go, man. Like the guy, 100 marks for effort. 100
What
marks.
has KG ended up with?
3 for
think he
28
must
in his
have.
4.
No way. That's very good, man. I thought he must have gone for 30 plus, but 3 for 28 and 4 is brilliant. So this wicket has certainly suited KG, and brilliant returns from him. So now, I suppose, is the interesting period. How does Rashid Khan go? Klaasen can take him apart, and he's not here yet anyways, Jason Holder. And he's been glanced off the hips. Fine enough for 4. Heinrich Klaasen with another boundary. He's starting to get going, and Sunrisers after that 4 moved to 52 for 4 in 8.1 overs. And Rudra Patel, it was a great time to name my kid Zohran. It's not entirely inspired by Mamdani, but I'd be lying if I said that I knew of the name before Mamdani. And I do like Zohran Mamdani a lot. Like, he's one of those rare politicians who, does all of those things that I kind of stand up for. Hopefully that remains the case. I would say partially inspired. I love the meaning. The meaning is radiant. So I want my Zohran to light up every room he enters.
I think, is it kind of similar to what Ronak means in Hindi? Like, in terms
Ronak
of
means excitement, no? Ronak lagai hui hai.
Ronak, oh yeah? I thought it was more to do with light, like shining in that sense.
Really? I always thought
Yeah.
Ronak was busyness.
Okay, interesting.
Like,
I have
for
to
instance,
now
if it's a lively street, you say badi Ronak lagi hui hai. Like that sort of thing.
Fair. Yeah, fair.
I don't know actually. Maybe it is different in Hindi. I'm talking strictly from an Urdu perspective. Light apparently in Hindi, according to Shama Devi, is Prakash. Who the fuck would have guessed that?
No, like, of course, Prakash also means light, but yeah, thanks, Gandhi. Like,
I did not know
Ronak
that.
means- yeah. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know Prakash was light.
I
I,
thought you were being
I
sarcastic.
thought Prakash was just a name. Prakash.
No.
So apparently, Ronak does mean radiance in Hindi. So it means something different in Urdu, but I suppose there is a bit of nuance when it comes to those two languages, even if they sound fairly similar.
Yep.
NBB asks Akshay if he's going to collaborate with the cricket with JB boys again.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, tomorrow at least we're playing cricket, and we are also planning to do stuff for the Women's World Cup. So we have been talking. I mean, we think that there's something that we can do. That I will be covering the tournament for sure. So
right.
hopefully with the JB Bros, maybe
Brilliant.
here. Let's see how that goes.
That's amazing. A boat soul now says Ronak means splendor and vibrancy, which I thought it meant. Like, that's where I was at. Anyway, I'll tell you what a really fun word in Urdu is for temperature.
Tapman is what it is in Hindi.
In Urdu, it's darje hararat. And heat is hararat, which I think is like an onomatopoeia. It sounds like that, doesn't it? Like,
Fair.
yeah. So it's interesting how, when spoken casually, Urdu and Hindi are practically the same language, but when spoken properly, it's really difficult, man. Like, I've watched some shows in which they're speaking like that sort of Hindi, which I can't even fucking understand. Like, I have to read the subtitles, right? And I'm sure that's the same experience for a lot of Hindi-speaking people when they listen to that sort of Urdu. Yes, of course, I know what ghusl khana means aboard soul. It means showering area. Ghusl is shower.
I mean, it is Urdu, so of course Behram will know it. Like, it's not.
And also, a lot of Indians will know it because Lucknow is apparently the capital of Urdu, right?
Yeah. But Behram, what you said about not knowing Hindi or like finding it hard, when it's proper Hindi from the books. I remember this. I think it was on one of the shows on the Pavilion where Wasim and Waka, they're talking about Haris Rauf, like after the Pakistan game.
Anjum
He was
Chopra.
Yeah.
Anjum Chopra was talking to Haris Rauf and he was like, I don't know what that means, man. And I get it.
Just speak it English.
For instance, Sacred Games, what a great start to that show. Completely fell off in season 2. Absolutely batshit stupid ending. But yeah, the way some of those people spoke, I'd have to check the subtitles.
Yeah.
No
Hindi
one
has
talks
a
like
lot.
that, man.
That's true. True.
And even the proper Urdu is like poet talk, right?
Yeah.
So you don't really see a lot of people talk that way. But I still think that my Urdu is pretty decent. I know a fair few words.
Like, Does Urdu have different dialects? Like if you go to like it's different in Punjab, it's different in Sindh. Like Urdu itself as a language does it change?
I think dialects exist everywhere because when you go to Punjab, everything gets a twang in it, right? They'll have the
Of
Punjabi
course.
twang even when they speak Punjabi. For me, I just have a very distinct way of speaking both of English and Urdu. I feel like the way I speak in both languages is very similar. I make sure to, I don't know, pronounce my words very properly. I take my time. And that's not to say that I can't speak quickly because I can do that as well. But I would say that Karachi Urdu is different. It gets a bit more proper. Karachi lingo is similar to Mumbai, right?
Fair, because
So they
Hindi
have
is
that
lot of-
thing,
Yeah.
Apan and Array and I don't know, Meko. I never liked Meko.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, Mujhe. Say Mujhe.
tere ko, mere ko.
Yeah.
Yeah. I by the way recently came across this what is it? It was a documentary. I'm not sure if it was a documentary, but there's apparently the small community of Malayalis, like Keralites in Karachi, who've been
Oh.
in Karachi for over 100 years and they did not move during partition. And they still speak Malayalam and they celebrate Onam and all of these Malayali festivals in Pakistan. I was blown. I was like, wow, that's
So,
crazy.
contrary to popular opinion, because I know that all the wrong stuff gets blown up in the news, and to be fair, neither of our countries can really boast when it comes to religious tolerance or anything, right? But that is not to say that there isn't a vibrant Hindu community in Pakistan. Some of my friends are Hindu, man, in Pakistan. They all belong to Karachi, and Sindh in particular has some towns which are entirely Hindu, and it's not like that good part doesn't exist, as is the case in India as well. But then again, like whenever someone's calling out religious intolerance, I'll just join you because that's something I just hate.
Fair,
And it
fair.
happens, man. And not just in, like, this is a subcontinent issue, I would say. Throw in the other countries as
yeah.
well.
It's like sadly as much as I also want to be very, I don't know how to put it, be very optimistic about it, but the truth is it is an it is an exception. The example is of religious intolerance across the board, and again,
You know what it
wants to
is?
both-
Basically, Akshay, what it is it depends on what privilege you have. If you are a minority with privilege, you probably will have a normal
yeah.
life. If you are a minority which does not have privilege, then you're fucked. Whatever country you're in this part of the world.
True. I think privilege trumps any other identity, even religion for that matter. I think you would rather be a privileged minority in India than an underprivileged part of the majority. It makes no difference. So that's how I would say.
Anyway, that ball ballooned off Klaasen's bat, but it falls in no man's land, way short of the fielder, so he'll survive. I think Gujarat are well on top over here, by the way. Like, they should win this from here. And religious tolerance, Mr. Rizvi, is obviously a global issue. I'm not saying that issue is less prevalent in the West or whatever, but I'm just saying in our parts of society, it's a lot worse. At least I feel that way. I don't know, man. And let's just change the subject because there is every
Yeah.
possibility of this going haywire in the comment section, and I can't deal with that crap right now. The important part is that Akshay and I agree with each other.
Yes, exactly.
And yes,
live in this-
Berserk, everything boils down to capitalism, buddy. Once people understand that, the world is pretty simple to figure out.
Anyways,
All
coming
right, there are a
back to the
couple of
game.
Rizvis in the comments. Are you, by any chance, related to Samir?
No harm in
That'd be
asking,
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of another Rizvi who played cricket. Gone. Prasidh Krishna picks up Salil's wicket. It's an outside edge pouched by Joss Butler behind the stumps, and Sunrisers have lost their fifth wicket for 56 runs, and they've only batted for 9.4 overs. So this is daft. Extremely.
Oh man. Just goes ahead, tries to poke again. Not sure what was he trying to do. Was he trying to defend? Was he trying to do something about it? Just a very loose shot, played away from his
Half-hearted.
body. Yeah. All he
Half-hearted
does is
poke.
hit it.
That's what it was. And Prasidh has missed quite a few games, hasn't he? So he's come back.
Yeah.
I reckon he probably was injured because you definitely play the leading wicket taker, the purple cap holder from the previous season in every game. So he's come back with a bang. And I mean, Gujarat, their bowling attack is definitely one to contend with. They've made this target of 169 look like they're defending 250. It's just been that brilliant. Like, they've just been that brilliant with the ball. And I love it. Love it when bowlers do well generally in this day and age, honestly. It's kind of refreshing to
100%.
watch. Even if I was team Sunrisers Hyderabad chasing this down in 12 overs, I don't mind this.
Also, I just saw the slow-mos. I think it was a wobble seam delivery that just did a bit off the surface. Even if I want to cut some slack off silly, bro, you can't. You can't just sort of play so loose away from your body and then expect nothing to happen. So excellent delivery, poor shot, and yeah.
Anyway, they've lost half their side. Sunrisers just for 56 runs. Shout out to Babar Azam. 9.4 overs have been played. Prasid is struck with his fourth ball, and out comes Nitish Kumar Reddy. Let's see if he is injured or not, or he's just chosen to come lower than usual.
Yep. Meanwhile, Naren, I'm not saying they should leave the balls, but play with some intent. You can't just poke outside the off stump so loosely and expect something to happen. You'll have to show intent, but you'll also have to be sure of what you want to do. Yeah, it was a nothing burger of a shot.
Yeah, everyone knows about Soul that Panj Aab means 5 rivers, bro. Panj Aab.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Akshay didn't know.
No, I do. Ravi, Satluj, Indus, I'm forgetting the other. two.
Chenab.
Yeah.
Chenab.
Yeah.
Ravi.
Chenab, yeah.
Ravi is
Yeah,
the-
Ravi, I said. So Ravi,
Oh.
Satluj, Chenab, Indus.
Jhelum.
What's the fifth? Jhelum. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that'll be the end of 10 overs. Sunrisers Hyderabad 56 for 5. It's looking quite bleak for them. It'll be incredible if they somehow chase this down now. I mean, it's not impossible with Heinrich Klaassen, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah. Very.
Quite anticlimactic, and what a run by Gujarat. They're going to win 5 on the bounce now if they win this. It's brilliant stuff.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, Beas is also there. You're right. So Indus isn't included. Yes, that's what it is.
My bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, top edge. Is it a catch? Yes, it is. And Jason Holder strikes now. It's a big wicket. Heinrich Klaassen is a goner. 16 ball 14 for him. So no one has really turned up for the Sunrisers Hyderabad today. It's made for terrible viewing if you are a Hyderabad fan or if you were hoping for some fireworks, which I was. But, 56 for 6 is where Gujarat have reduced Sunrisers to. And, it's game over, guys.
Not
Is
the kind
over.
of early finish I was hoping for.
Not the kind of early fortune. Yeah, not at all. But this is going to be huge for Gujarat. I mean, this probably seals their playoff spot. They go top of the table. This is insane. What a performance with the ball. And I mean, Dew never even came into the fucking conversation.
Exactly. Yeah.
So maybe Gujarat now, can even afford a couple of losses because they'll move to 16 points.
100%. And
points.
like I said, if I'm not wrong, if they win, they are pretty much through to the playoffs. I don't think they can, they can sort of miss a playoff spot from here should they win.
Damn, I mean, look, Gujarat have turned it up and they have the momentum and somehow they've won 5 on the bounce, and full credit to them. They had a really tough run of games. They've won all of them. It's incredible what they've managed. And here's a super chat by Karthik who says, Krunal equals honey badger mentality or anyone else? I don't know what honey badger mentality is.
Neither do I. I was hoping you did.
No, I have no clue.
I'm assuming
Anyway.
because Krunal has off late been associated with the kind of guy who just sort of digs in deep and grinds it out and scraps through wins, especially in the last game, the way RCB won it thanks to his brilliance. So maybe that's what he or she is referring to.
If I think honey badger and I think cricketer, it has to be someone who's just very attacking, no? Because honey badgers are ferocious animals. You want to stay the fuck away from honey badgers. And if it's just the eyes, then roll off. Roll off wins on the eyes. He's got those eyes. But I don't know how to answer that question. I'm sorry, man. You can ask something else if you feel like this wasn't a satisfactory answer. Got a couple of super chats that we missed, but we'll take them after this ball, which has just been tucked away on the onside for probably a couple of runs. All right. Kaushik Prasad says, Kannadigas and Telugites know more Urdu than Hindi because Dakhni, a language that influenced the modern Urdu, is spoken of by Muslims of that region. I did not know that. So thanks for letting us know, Kaushik.
In fact, the etymology of Dakhni itself, so Dakhni, the word comes from Deccan, so it is a part of the
Yeah.
Deccan Plateau. Hyderabad and all of it comes from that region.
Got it.
So that's it is South Indian's version of Urdu. That's what a lot of Muslims in the South Indian part of India,
I
speak.
thought that the earlier iteration of Urdu was called like Rekhta, but maybe I'm wrong. You guys would probably know better because, back in the day, a lot of people have this misconception that Urdu is the language of the Mughals, where it's not. They had Persian in their courts. Urdu develops
Farsi as
later.
well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I haven't studied enough the history of Urdu,
yeah.
but this is fantastic. Like, I love this nugget of information, Kaushik. Thank you. All right. So Ali Sayed with a super chat says, ditch the tea bags, Behram, loose leaf, ilaichi and dal chini simmered with milk and half. So I'm not a big fan of cardamom or
Basically,
cinnamon.
a masala chai.
I just like it karak. Karak chai is my thing, and no malai. Fuck the malai. So we all have our own preferences, buddy.
Yeah. Not a fan of chai. Can't stress that enough.
Yeah.
Is that?
Anyway.
Just
Yeah, I mean, the game's gotten a bit boring. I kind of want them to just bowl Sunrisers out for under 100 now. So,
yeah.
All right.
But I mean, they still have Cummins and Reddy in the middle, two very competent batters, and Shivang himself is, for what it's worth, an all-rounder who bats in the middle order for his state side. So once again, like, there is some batting yet to come for the Sunrisers fans if they want to be optimistic. So yeah.
Okay. Anyway, 59 for 6 Sunrisers in 10.3 overs. And I don't know what this delay is all about. Have they reviewed a wide? Have they reviewed a dismissal? Now we've got umpire cam. No clue what's going on. Also, we're kind of running out of things to talk about beyond the cricket. What else can we possibly discuss? We've gone language, we've gone travel, we've gone honeymoon. Food we do enough of
Yeah,
already.
we discussed honeymoons. I mean,
Yeah.
that's. But I will definitely drop your text. I'll take you up on that because I will have to complete my
Show
bookings
me-
today or tomorrow. Yeah.
Take a screenshot of all the excursions and send me the screenshot. And I'll tell you which ones, in my experience, were worth it. There's no edge.
Okay.
So if this was a review for a dismissal, it's not it, and it will be called a wide. And sure, I'll try Chayos if I ever visit India, guys. Hopefully that'll be a reality.
It's in
sometime
Dubai
in
as
the
well,
future.
if I'm not wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of this. What
Yeah.
is it?
It's a franchise. It's just like
Oh.
the McDonald's of chai, so be it. Like, it's a chai-based franchise who does chai. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Gone!
Yeah.
There's wicket number 7, second for Jason Holder, and bye-bye Nitish Kumar Reddy for a 4-ball 2. 7 down now. Hyderabad for just 60 runs in 10.4 overs. It's all coming crashing down for the Sunrisers. This could be a loss that costs them a playoff spot, realistically.
Yep.
This could be fatal because the net run rate will not look good after
margin,
this
yeah.
loss if the wickets continue to tumble in this fashion.
He's cut that straight to point. Again, that point was it was almost more gully, less point with the placement. So well done, Holder. Like, very good field placement for that delivery. But I love how Jumpsuit is being passive aggressive about Amu asking something, regarding me. I'm like, bro, why? Why
It's
Jumpsuit?
okay. I mean,
Why?
as long as the banter is friendly and sarcastic, I'll allow it. Apparently, Amartya said something that upset Mukku, which is why he banned him. I don't know what was
Yeah.
said, but yeah, that happened. poor Amartya. Actually, maybe Mukku was right. Who knows? I just missed the comment altogether. I do trust Mukku. Mukku's a nice lad. We love ourselves some Mukunda with the mustache. And Ozempic Mukku is definitely somewhat of a spectacle, right? Like, you haven't known Mukku for too long.
No.
Mukku shed a lot of weight, so he didn't do
Oh,
any
is
Ozempic,
it?
but I call him Ozempic Mukku now.
So has he been
No.
taking Ozempic or? Oh,
No. He
Confuse
hasn't.
mat karo, bhai.
At least to my knowledge, he hasn't, or maybe he's fooling all of us.
I think we'll get in on the private chat very soon.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Lokesh,
by the way-
helpful pitch, but better bowling, I would say. And Mukku has answered in the private chat, and he says he did.
Okay. Not that there's anything wrong about it for whoever is considering. I mean, yeah. By
Maybe
the
I
way,
shouldn't have said
thank
that.
you.
Maybe he's just saying that he chucked a martya out.
Fair.
That's what he's
That
talking
also
about.
could be the case. Yeah.
I'm having a
But,
howler right now.
Sankeet, thank you so much for asking that. So Sankeet had asked, about McNeil Lirona, who's been signed by CSK as a replacement for Ramakrishna Ghosh. This has happened 19 minutes ago. I wasn't aware of this, and that's why I was a tad bit surprised. I just Googled right now, and that is apparently the case. So they have signed McNeil Lirona, a very interesting replacement. This an off-spinning batting all-rounder who bats in the top 3, top 4. Ramakrishna Ghosh was a pace bowling all-rounder who bats primarily in the lower middle order. So it's a very interesting choice that they've gone for. Raised in UAE, he played a lot of cricket there, then moved to Mangalore, which is where he's from, my part of the world once again. He's done a lot of good things at the Maharaja Trophy, which is like a Karnataka Premier League, like a version of that, the state Premier League. So he's done really well there. So, but I don't know how will he feature in this side because Urvil Patel has done really well, and McNeil Laruna is not the kind of ball striker who gets going from the first ball. He takes a bit of time, more of
Is
an
he like?
anchorish.
Does he have like an Irish mother or something?
No, Mangalore is a lot of Christians in Mangalore. There's a thriving Christian
Yeah, but
community
it's
there.
McNeil, right? So the MC thing is
Oh.
very, very Irish.
For what it's worth,
I love
it's
how-
MAC.
You know what I love? How every time you see a Christian in an Indian movie, he is Mr. D'Souza or Mrs. D'Souza. Every time. They love the name D'Souza.
Oh, by the way, Cummins has really given this a hoik.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a
he's
sick-
pulled that right out of the screws for 6. And Patty Cummins, he's entertaining us a bit in what seems like an inevitable loss for the Sunrisers. They're now 66 for 7 after that maximum in 11.2 overs. So let's see if this game goes to over 15 because they might be done early.
Yep.
I
But
mean, I can have
I
my
agree
salad
with-
earlier.
Oh, what salad are we talking here?
We're going with iceberg lettuce, nice dressing, which is apparently low fat. And we're also going with cottage cheese, croutons, and some
Oi,
chicken.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you did mention you like cottage cheese and croutons on your
I
salad.
love
so
cottage
fair
cheese.
enough.
I told you I love all kinds of cheese, man.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Meat, beer, cheese, and spices. And bam, you have a Behram. Yeah, Mekalu Tikki I've heard a lot of from my Indian friends. It's a very popular McDonald's product for that part of the world. It's just that I'm not a potato guy, man, unless it's like mashed potatoes with gravy. So probably wouldn't have it. What I really want to have someday is a veg burger with a portobello mushroom in between. That sounds a lot of fun to me.
Oh, I love mushroom in all shapes and forms. I just love
Same.
mushroom.
Have you ever tried black fungus?
Yeah, in
Black
UK,
fungus is
I was in UK for like 3 months last year. Like I think I told you, right? I was covering the games. I mean, just watching the games and everything. My cousin, she took me out to this what are they called? One of those Asian places where you sort of, make your own ramen, you make your own everything. Like you get to pick and choose what goes in. I went for every sort of mushroom that was there. Like
Nice.
everything from portobello
That's what
to
I do in
button
hot
to-
pot. If there are 4
Yeah,
mushrooms on the menu, 4 of them are being ordered. Shiitake might be the king, but I think portobello mushrooms with a burger, it's just top drawer. It's like meat on its own, honestly. That's how it tastes like, or the texture is very meaty.
Yeah.
Prasid is
Oi.
back and Shivang. Oh, he
Please,
survives. I
Shivang.
thought he was gone.
That's not.
But fell in no man's land. And we've got another super chat by Content Cricket, who says Gujarat are the favourites to win this IPL now. Final will be there, and playing these fast bowlers at this sort of 2-pace wicket will be impossible. You know what? It does really, really help their cause that the final will be in Ahmedabad. And if they somehow manage to finish in the top 2 and then win the qualifier, then they get a bit of a break to play on their home turf. And definitely their home surface does favour their fast bowlers, as has been so evident today. Like all of them have done well. Not a single fast bowler has done poorly.
Yep.
Full toss by Prasid
in
and
the
kind of
gap,
gets
another
away
double?
with it. Yeah.
No, they run 2 for it.
Yep.
Meanwhile-
Alright, so
Yeah. Jumpsuit had asked about, some ramen place in Bangalore which seats like 5 people. So there's this invite-only place, Behram. I don't know if you've heard of this place called Naru. Every Monday they open booking. So it's like a 12-seater, if I'm not wrong. There are like 12 or 15
Alright.
seats available. The reservations open only at Monday 8 p.m. And that's for the week. They sold out in like a minute or two. And if I'm not wrong, Virat Kohli had mentioned somewhere that that's his favorite place in India, so he
All
loves it.
right.
Yeah, I,
Okay.
I, it took me like 5 weeks. I really tried hard and finally found a reservation. Took my better half. So it was a nice night. That's a very good place actually.
Interesting. So Aliza is a big ramen girl. She loves ramen. She loves sushi. She loves
Yeah.
ramen. I can do sushi as long as the sushi is really good. Like I can't do average sushi. It sucks for me. I'm paying a lot of money for this shit. Ramen, I just can't do the egg, man. No, not for me.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I can do it without the egg, but it's like when people say ramen, it doesn't particularly get me excited. But then again, I'll have it if I have to. Always prefer hot pot to ramen.
But about sushis, I mean, this probably might sound very classist. Apologies in advance to the folks who are going to be offended. But I've never had sushi in India because I don't trust raw fish. Like, how are they going to treat it? What have they done with it? I don't want to take any risk.
You
So I've
don't
never
want to get
eaten
mercuried.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means that checks out. I prefer prawn sushi anyway, right? So
Fair. Peace.
yeah. NBAB 3 times is asking you, Akshay, who is the most famous cricketer you ever met?
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Oh,
attempted
is that a
ramp. Scoop did not work out. Holder has his third. Shivang is gone for a 6-ball 4. And now Sunrisers are 8 down for 72 in 12.2 overs. Jason Holder is even getting wickets off full tosses now. That's where we've gotten to. And this is bad. This is a proper, no-show by Sunrisers with the bat. 8 for 72 does not make for good reading at all. And that too in 12.2 overs, so they don't even have the, scoring rate, which they usually do. It's just all out bad.
Again,
Yes,
tricky surface.
So, both soul marquee isn't always vegetarian, buddy. Not always.
And even if it is, like, it feels like, it sounds like an oxymoron to me. Sushis and vegetarian don't go hand in hand. Like, I might as well just have something else vegetarian. Why do I need to have vegetarian sushi?
I think I do like the sushi which has avocado and cream cheese in it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's called the Philadelphia
Yeah.
sushi.
Philadelphia. Yeah, I've tried that.
I don't mind that. But if I am having sushi, I want some seafood in it. Eel. Eel is so good in sushi.
No, I'm
No?
not trying all of that in
No
India.
eel for
No,
you?
I'm not trying all of that in India.
yeah.
Like
Fair
that.
enough.
Yeah. The sushi I've had is in Dubai again. There's somewhere a video of me floating around. The first time I tried sushi, again, same cousins, so they're twin sisters. Those two are twins, and I mean, the three of us are very close. We've gone out, and they've warned me. They've told me, see, wasabi is very strong. It's very pungent. It's got a very unique flavor. So just be careful.
Uh-huh.
I see it. I'm like, arey, it's chutney hai, boss. Who cares? I love my chutneys. I can handle the shit. I'm an Indian, of course. All of that ego.
No, wasabi can
I go
burn
for
the
it.
crap out of you.
And this is authentic wasabi. Like apparently in India, they do a lot of this horseradish stuff just to mimic wasabi's color and texture, but it's not spicy. It's nowhere nearly just as spicy or anything. And again, I didn't make much of it. I've nicely applied a healthy portion of wasabi on my sushi, and my sister saw it. She was like, just don't. It's going to be very, like, it's not spicy, but it really burns you up. I like, theek hai, let me figure it out. I've taken a bite. Tears. I've teared up so badly, and I'm telling them it's not spicy. It's not spicy.
It's not spicy, man. It's something else. Because I can have the chili pakoras. The green chili, which is a pakora, I have that just like this. With the seeds in it. No issues. But wasabi, I don't even enjoy it. Like, I don't think it's... not for me. But Ter Aqua is getting technical. He's saying sushi is a rice dish. Sashimi is raw fish. We're strictly talking about sushi over here. Sashimi, I don't like.
Never tried actually sashimi.
Thing is, man, that, if the outer coated layer is rice, I can do it. If it's raw fish, which is the outer coating, then no, I can't. And plus, I've heard that Alzheimer's, your chances of developing Alzheimer's increase with sashimi.
Oh.
So, yeah, maybe I'm misquoting someone over here, honestly, but that's what I've heard. And yes, Berserk Wasabi does hit the nose.
Yeah,
Tak
exactly.
144, goated comment, Charsi Karahi is amazing. I don't know if you've ever had Dumba. I don't even know what the fuck you call Dumba in English. But it's most this is like Afghan, Peshawar, that part of the world. Like that's the cuisine.
Okay.
So they just love their meat. They love their barbecue, and in fact they've got very distinct kinds of barbecue. Like they have a cream cheese
Okay.
barbecue which is wrapped in liver, I believe. Not cream cheese, sorry, cottage cheese barbecue, which is wrapped in liver. They call that pata tikka or something. That is honestly, I did not expect myself to enjoy it as much as I did because I'm not generally an organs person. I like brain. Brain's fun. Maghaz.
Can't do offal. I can't. I mean, it puts me off. Just yeah, I don't know. There's something about being told that this is jigar hai, kalija, whatever. It puts me
Yeah,
off. So can't do
I
offal.
can't do liver in general. It's just this particular dish that I kind of like.
Fair.
But the way they cook their lamb chops and all of that stuff, I mean, that side of the world really knows how to do it, man.
Ooh,
And
sounds
I'm
tasty
assuming
for-
Central Asian people just generally eat a lot of meat, man.
Oh yeah. In fact, Uzbekistan was on my list for the longest time. I really want. They do a lot of horse meat, especially.
Yeah.
So they do lasagnas and everything. So
Yep.
very
I
interesting.
definitely want to try that someday. And also, never tried camel, man. Camel and rabbit are on my radar. Want to try both of those. Duck is amazing. You should try deer. Venison is one of the finest cuts out there. And yeah.
New Zealand. That was the plan. Venison.
Jumpsuit saying Delhi has banging Afghan food. Probably does because
Yeah.
they've got quite a bustling community of Afghans in Delhi, right? So
True,
I
true.
can
Yeah,
imagine
last
that.
but not least.
There is a restaurant a walk away from my house. I would say 10 to 15-minute walk away. It's called Kabul Restaurant. And my God, if anyone wants to eat meat and visit me in Islamabad, I'm taking you there. I took Mohammed Assam over there from ESPN Cricinfo and
Oh.
he loved it so much we had to take him again. He went twice.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Nice. I think
Anyway.
Assam would be very happy after today's result, anyways. So
Yes, Assam. I mean, I was with him in the Rawalpindi press box when Bangladesh won that series and he was having a great time. So I'm sure he's really enjoyed today's victory as well. Fantastic bloke. 8 down for 72. Sunrisers in 13 overs. Just kill the game, guys.
yeah, agreed.
What's the point of
someone
this
had-
anymore?
Yeah, someone had earlier asked, who's the famous cricketer, most famous cricketer we've ever met? Bairam, who's the most famous cricketer you've met?
Sangha, Lara, Vakar.
Oh my god.
Lara, I only shared an elevator with, so he doesn't count. Actually, it wasn't even that. I was standing in front of the elevator. He wanted to get in, and he was like, "After you." And I was like, "Oh no! I'm just gonna be fucking awestruck over here for the next 5 minutes. You please go ahead in the elevator." And then as soon as the elevator closed, I was like, "Why the fuck did you not go, Bairam? Just take the elevator with Brian Lara." But Sangha, apparently, according to Jared, I creeped out because I kind of fanboyed in front of him, and he's been one of my favorite cricketers growing up. So maybe if I ever get a chance to meet him again, he'll know that I'm not a creep. Vakar, I had a bit of a conversation with. Yeah. I'll try to think of Kane Williamson. I've done a podcast with. I've met him in
Oh,
person.
lovely.
Yeah.
Is that in the gap?
And
That is.
is that a boundary? Yes,
Yes.
it is. Patty Cummins having a bit of fun out there. Sunrisers now 76 for 8 in 13.1 overs. And Sankit, the story is that I was at Lord's covering Jimmy's last test match. Sangha was part of the commentary panel. And, I was thinking about it. I was like, I'm not going to do that sort of stuff over here because this is Lord's, this is serious business, and I have to remain professional. But when Sangha was out there getting a cup of tea, I was like, I have to do this. And I went up to him and I was like, I thought to myself that when I'll meet you, I wouldn't fanboy, but here I am probably doing that. I generally just thanked him because he was there as part of that 2009 team. And then Sangha was the guy who brought the MCC team to Pakistan. And he plays such a big role to bringing 6 off the pull for Pat Cummins. Wowza.
Wow.
So I thanked him for that. I was like, despite what you went through, you still played such a major role in bringing cricket back to Pakistan. And for that, we'll always be indebted. So, I mean, apparently, according to Jared, he later said that, I don't know, we met some weird guy downstairs, but I had to say those things and I said them. Another one, apart from these guys, who else have I met, man? I've had conversations with Ian Bishop. I'm really proud of that. I don't think Bish would remember me, but 2 different conversations, one in Lahore, one in Lords. And Bish is such a sweet guy. He has so much time for you. Love him.
And he probably even remembers you for what it's worth.
I don't think he does, man. Maybe if he sees me, he might, but I don't think he does.
Oh man, Bish is definitely a guy I would love to meet and talk, just talk. Yeah.
Man, he's such an eloquent person, such a warm person. Like Danny Morrison, you meet him and he's like exactly that kind of guy that you expect him to be, right? Like I'm like, okay, Danny. And once I was traveling, I was also going back to Islamabad or Lahore, I think maybe. Was traveling during the PSL, and Danny, I met him like in the economy lounge, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing over here, Danny Morrison?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, we don't travel first class." The commentators, I was like, "That really sucks."
Oh,
Is that
top
another
edge.
one? It's a top edge.
Seems
Nah,
like
this is going to
it.
be a wicket, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is a wicket. And Prasid strikes yet again. Cummins' enterprising cameo is over. He departs for 19 of 9. And yeah, 82 for 9 now, Sunrisers in 13.4 overs. Also, Berserk and Abhijit Shivanandan, I've not met Robbie. I've done shows with Robbie. I've had phone calls with Robbie. I haven't met him.
Same.
So he doesn't count. The most famous cricketer I've met from India is Javagal Srinath. Nice.
You've actually met Srinath?
He's
Oh,
a match
man.
referee, right? So you do get to meet Javagal, right?
I mean,
Shook his hand. I
haven't.
remember this was right after India had won the 2024 T20 World Cup. So I congratulated him. And that was that.
Oh, okay.
It was very brief. Very, very brief. You know, the one cricketing personality or former cricketer that I would absolutely love to meet from India, apart from Rahul Dravid, because obviously he'll always be number one, probably because just love to pick his brains. I'd love to like maybe have a beer with Ravi. That's on the bucket list.
And it has to be over a beer. It can't be a sober
It has to be.
conversation. Where,
No,
yeah.
no. No one wants that. Fuck that.
I agree.
Plain a miss.
My
Dot ball.
status says Bhargav. That's true.
Also, I don't know if you guys want to count press conferences, but then I've kind of met everybody, right?
Ah, yeah, fair.
Yeah, but we shouldn't count those.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's a pretty colorful list, must say.
Moyo. Met Moyo.
For a second, I realized who it was, but yeah, it took me a second. I forgot that Jared and everyone refer to him as Moyo.
Everyone refers to him as Moyo, bro. You just late to the party.
Oh, wait, is that a thing?
Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Oh.
Karan Randhawa says, Beram. Sometimes you're locally condescending and make some snarky comments. I'm a cheeky bastard, I'll give you that. But it's generally out of banter. There is no ill will. Maybe there's some things in your mind that you are projecting onto me. Maybe that's what's happening, man. Maybe there's some self-reflection that you need. Yeah. All these
But yeah, when
people
it
who
comes
keep
to-
telling me that I'm a dick to Indians and I hate India don't realize that I work with Indians day in, day out. If I was a dick, if I was that bigoted person, I wouldn't have this job.
But when it comes to Indians, does it count if I've actually bowled to someone?
I have bowled to Imran Nazir.
Oh wow, not bad.
Yeah.
Imran
I
Nazir,
was
by the
young.
way, is one of my dad's favorite batters. Literally yesterday, not even kidding, not exaggerating. Just yesterday, Punjab versus Delhi, he sees Prabsimran Singh
Oh!
hit a six.
I thought that was a wicket, sorry. Yeah, Prab Simran hit a 6.
And every time he sees an aggressive batter, he's like, "Ye sab kuch bhi nahi. You should have seen Imran Nazir, that guy, that 2007 T20 World Cup, that ICL." I'm like, bro,
That
it's been
ICL
18
though.
years.
That ICL is Imran Nazir. It's the hair. It's Mayanti Langer interviewing him.
Yeah.
Like all of that. He was so special and really the one that got away in terms of like a blistering top order bat for Pakistan. And had his health issues, maybe lacked a bit of discipline, but he was misunderstood. He would have thrived in this current era. He really was ahead of his time. Yeah. We've got
100%.
so my story about bowling to Imran is that I was probably like 13, 14. We went to have a net session, my brother and I, and there was a first class game going on, and Abdul Razak was there, Imran Nazir was there. Imran was having a net, right? I took the ball. The first ball was a good one. He actually didn't hit it for 6. And the second ball I bowled was a beamer. And then they were like, "Oh, we can't injure Imran Nazir. Take this fucking boy off." And that was that. That was it. I was also the only guy wearing shorts, and for some reason that was taboo. And I was like, "What?
Oh.
Why am I getting looked upon as if I don't know, I'm some sort of slut? Which I am, but they don't know that.
And
So
they don't
Shiva
need to know that.
Subramaniam, they don't need to know that. But I'm not a slut for quite a while now. Shiva Subramaniam says, Behram, any thoughts on Agha generational aura loss? Salman Ali Agha is just not a T20 bat, man. Simple as that. He's quite good in the longer formats. If anything, his stock has only risen in the longer formats. I don't know why you would say aura loss because I never saw him as an aura cricketer in the first place. It's not that guy. It's just someone who knows how to do his job, and that's it. Game over. Rashid Khan has Praful Hinge outstumped. Sunrisers have been bowled out for 86 runs in 14.5 overs, and that means that Gujarat have won this game at the Narendra Modi Stadium by a whopping 82 runs. That's a massive net run rate boost as well for the Titans. They've got 1 foot in the playoffs, more or less. I think that's where they're at. What do you think?
Yeah, if they already haven't qualified, then yeah, I agree. They're practically through. Well done. Fantastic performance. The bowlers in particular, mind-blowing stuff. I know we probably haven't talked as much about the game, but I think it's also a reflection of how boring and one-sided the game was. So, yeah.
No, I mean, look, it got super boring in the second half. And I know it's pronounced Hinge for the last time. I call him Hinge because it's funny. And yeah. So 86 runs is all that Sunrisers could manage. A lot of people will slag them off for just being flat track bullies. And I mean, there's not a lot of defense for them, at least today, because the wicket was tricky. It was too paced and managing just 86 runs, being bowled out, in fact, in 14.5 overs, and that too chasing not a big total. 169 was gettable. And right from the start, they were just completely out of sorts. So that is that. Would you like to add something before we end this stream? Because I have a live live review show to jump towards. Are you with me on that?
No, unfortunately,
Am
I'm
I
not
alone?
the only thing. I think Rob will be joining you for that.
The Baron?
The only thing I'll add to that is quote Mr. Sarfraz Ahmad from 2019. My answer also same, nothing different.
Yeah. Damn, I am alone for that show. So thank you everyone for joining us on this live watch-along stream. It's always a fun time talking to Akshay about absolutely everything. And you guys were thoroughly entertaining as well. It was a fun, interactive session. Congratulations to Gujarat fans for their team does have 1 foot in the playoffs after this 82-run victory. And Sunrisers will be breaking a sweat now because it's gotten a bit complicated for them. They'll have suffered a net run rate blow. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm on tomorrow once again on the watch-along and the review show. I'm not sure who's with me. Maybe Akshay, maybe Jared, maybe both.
I'm there. Yes.
Yeah, awesome. So we'll see you again tomorrow. And if you want to hear more of me yapping on about this game, which was really boring, then I'll be on the review show very, very shortly. But till then, you guys have fun. Go like, share, subscribe, follow Combox everywhere, and keep joining us for these live watch-alongs and reviews. See you on the other side. And till then, take care. Have a good one, folks, and goodbye.
Combox. The game lives on.